everyone. Welcome into Comic Book Women. Tonight, the girls and I are going to be covering a topic that got brought up a lot during San Diego Comic-Con. So we are going to be talking... Oh, good, Lucy, you got comments. I was going to ask you that. We're going to be talking about Namor, the Submariner. Before we get to that... We're excited. We got a lot of information to deliver tonight, so it's going to be really compact. Namesh, you are something else. You are a force to be reckoned with. Lucy, we gotta turn the music on before I do my spiel. Right? She said, "Yes, I love you, Laura."
Wait, is it that one? Hold on.
Yes, there it is.
That's the one. It's a little. Wait for the.
Where is the? Jen and I are like, where is the?
There we go. Thank you, Namesh, for the super chats. We appreciate it so much. Every single one we will be dancing tonight. Ooh. There we go. All right.
Rave Lucy came out.
Glow stick. Okay, I like it. Namesh, thank you again. We appreciate it so much. Everybody that's here, welcome in. So, Comic Book Women, if you are new to us, we go live every Tuesday to cover a different character or artist or creator that is, performing or is relevant to the times. And this is a good
Dang,
one.
Haley's getting naked over here. What the? She's stripping for us. Kaylee, keep your clothes on. It's only dancing.
That was for Namesh.
Where's the next super chat? Shit, you guys made me lose my train of thought.
Sorry, I just had it. Sorry.
It's fine. You're fine. If you guys haven't already, please follow us on Instagram and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to our sponsors over at Cover Price. They will be providing all the information that we will be using to kind of relay how these books are performing on the aftermarket. And shout out to Bird City Comics. They are our sponsors. And I believe Theo Anthony at some point throughout the night will probably end up showing up and dropping off some sort of giveaway. Haley, I'm going to put you in charge of giveaways. Do you have can you handle that part?
Yep.
All right, so I'll have Haley handle that, but we'll do that towards the end. All right, so let's kick off the show. All right, let's change your orders around. Got to get you guys all where I want you. There we go. Jen, why are we covering Namor?
Because of the San Diego Comic-Con Black Panther 2 trailer was freaking amazing on multiple levels.
Yes, that the music, starting with the music was like the way it transitioned, like Sam right away he called it, like was what's his name, that the song from Black Panther, the Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar, like Bob Marley to Kendrick Lamar, the way it transitioned, it was freaking just wow. Yeah. Yes.
Yep, Sarah, you're up.
Yeah, the whole scene the whole
Gracias.
was just beautiful. Like, Angela Bassett, like, oh my gosh, she looks gorgeous. Letitia Wright, her, crying. Just all the beautiful ladies, Okoye. But, we got to see Namor and we got to see him rise out of the sea. So how exciting is that?
I'm so pumped.
In his birth.
Yes. that too. Underwater birth.
Oh. Yeah. What were you saying, Haley?
Yeah, I totally freaked out when I saw the trailer for Wakanda Forever. I mean, it was super emotional. I was like, I'm in my feelings. And then they showed Namor and I was like really excited that they like just dropped that we're going to get him like in that trailer. It just like, it looks like such a powerful film. I'm really excited.
Well, there you go, guys. If you are just hopping in, we are going to be covering the character of Namor, giving you some of the books. We always start the shows just with a little quick discussion about some of our first impressions. And right now we're talking about the trailer that was released during San Diego Comic-Con. We got so many. Oh, shout out to Team Nerd Herd. They took such good care of Anthony at the con. They brought snacks to him. They brought him a chair to sit down. Like, I can't even, I know. It's like so incredibly kind. And so, yeah, guys, do me a personal favor. If you're not already, please follow Team Nerd Herd on YouTube. That is a fantastic group of guys, and they proved it time and time again. So, all right, let's get moving.
Well-
Jen. Oh,
Yeah,
what?
we will get to that.
How do you say the actor's name again?
Lucy. You say it.
I can say the name again because I forgot his name already.
Tenoch
Tanash,
Huertas.
Tanash Huerta.
There you go.
Tanash Huerta. Yeah.
I need to check out. Usually, before I see actors for the first time
Let's see.
in the MCU, I try to check out a movie or two. And so I need to see. Oh, shoot.
If he's been in anything else?
Yeah, he's been in a ton of things that are Spanish, but the one that everyone keeps bringing up is. Oh, shoot, I'm now blanking on it. They all.
Yeah, I want to know if there's like a popular one that we would know him from. Definitely. Hey guys, Lords of the Long Box are in the house again. If you came from their channel, if they redirected you to us, welcome in.
Narco.
Narcos. Did you keep the bat? Really quick, I got to address that. Lord of Brooklyn, for the record, yes, I had to coach my son over the weekend because Anthony was at the con, and we won 27-23.
That's so exciting.
I didn't do anything. I sat there and just went, "Great job, guys." My son coached. I had no part in that whatsoever. All right, Jen, kick us off. Tell us about the name.
And then they call me Bruce. I also we talked. We already said that we saw the birth of Namor in the trailer. We all knew it was weird. People didn't see the little wings, but anyway. So what I really like is that he has a registered hero card, and it has a threat level at the bottom. You can see in the right-hand corner of the screen. I love that. Anyway. So he has a ton of different powers and abilities depending on who's writing him. These are just a few, and I know they change up throughout the different stories, and some things are because of like the crown, and it's, but name Submariner.
All right. That was perfect, Jen. And his no, that was great. That was well delivered. We know that he is, Sarah, tell us a little bit about his species.
Well, he is half human and half Homo mermatus.
Mermanis, right?
Mermanis, yeah. So he's half human, half Atlantean.
Sarah, it's merman. It's merman.
Merman.
Do you know what I'm talking about? It's merman.
No.
Zoolander. It's Zoolander.
Oh, I thought it was Zoolander and I forgot that part. But his full name is actually Namor Mackenzie, which is really weird because his father's name
Because of the dad?
Yeah, but I always think like it's like Spuds Mackenzie for some, shows how old I am. But yeah, so that is his full name. Yeah, he's half human, half merman.
Merman.
Yeah,
You just say it that way, otherwise it doesn't.
Man.
It's merman.
The wine's making it.
Yeah. All right. Cover powers and abilities for us, Sarah.
Yeah, he's got this guy is like super like alpha level. He's an alpha level mutant, if anybody didn't know that, but he's got elemental control, water manipulation, underwater combat chill, super strength, durability, agility, reflexes, mutant flight abilities, which that's what makes him a mutant is his little wings on his ankles, but they don't know where that came from. So
they hypothesize that the wings don't give him the flight, but kind of help him change direction.
Oh, like rudders. Eh?
yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Haley. I knew a fishing term and a boat term.
There you go.
I was really excited about that. Haley, give us the stats.
So his intelligence is low medium. I'm always really curious how they decipher what intelligence these characters are, especially when it's like on the lower end. Speed, medium, strength, medium, high, durability, high, and power is high. So yes.
So Britt used to like change these up to be what we thought was more accurate, but then looking into it, the spectrum is like, who are the top minds of the Marvel universe? Is he on their level?
Like, absolutely not.
So it yeah. She made 2, and I was like, well, I mean,
what would be like a very low? What's a superhero or that's a super low?
I feel like we had like I feel like a lot of the women end up being
No.
I'm trying to
Not like
think.
purposely, but like a lot of the ones I've seen.
Like
Jen,
with
Jen,
Juggernaut.
real quick, because a lot of people are talking, they're asking and they're questioning like they're not making him.
We're getting
So we'll yeah, just so people you guys know, we'll talk about that, right, Jen? We'll get there. So
Yeah,
chill,
we'll get
guys, chill.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're deep diving. Get it? Tonight we are going to deep dive into this character. We have so much to cover. So wherever you're at, get comfy. We got a really content-packed hour ahead of us. And I'm assuming, again, there will be a giveaway at the end. So yeah, make sure you're here. Give us a thumbs up. We're at about 55 viewers right now. And before we get going, again, shout out to Lord of the Long Box. Thank you for the redirect. Hopefully all of your viewers flooded over here. We're happy to have you. Let's kick the show off. Does anybody have anything to add about the character themselves before we go on?
Okay, I want to pronounce the guy's name real quick. Tenoch Huerta. There it is. Tenoch Huerta. Yeah.
Jen?
The next slide should be the Aztec. Oh, shoot. Gosh darn it. So big shout out. Thank you, Bill Everett, who created Namor, and like he wrote and he drew him. He's also like an inker. He was awesome, amazing. I think he passed like in 1970, but I thought this was a really cool picture to see of like their creator.
That's badass. He has a pipe. Sarah, look at that whole setup. That's cool looking, right?
Oh, that gives me like total like Norman Rockwell vibes, but this is also the guy who co-created Daredevil as well, besides Mr. Namor.
That's awesome.
Really? Yeah, he's kind of cute.
He is. It looks pretty cool. I really like this. Like he's has to like meet like a deadline. He's like, I don't have time for this shit. Like, do what you gotta do.
I feel like there's like a bottle of whiskey in like the desk. Like he just sleeps there.
Yes. Yeah.
Bruce said he looks like Hugh Grant. He kind of does. He
A
has
little
that,
bit.
has a little swag going to him. All right. I like this slide, Jen. I didn't know we had this. So nice. All right. Moving on. Here we go, Jen. Explain to us why we even included this. I think it's badass that you did, for the record, but go ahead, elaborate.
Okay, so a couple places were saying this, and I'm like, okay, but I don't want to source them because they're not reliable. So Marvel.com had the composer did an article on there. We can probably put the link in the description at the end of the show, but they say Wakandan and Lucy, how would you say this?
Talocan.
Yes.
Talocan.
Man, you make that sound so sexy. Talocan. Talocan.
I'm just reading it in Spanish.
Continue, Jen.
So he brought it up, and then if the Hasbro toy dropped for pre-orders, and Hasbro also says that Namor is the ruler of. Say it again, Lucy.
Tlalocan.
Say it again, Lucy.
What you see, like on top is this Tlalocan inspiration, right? And the bottom is Tlalocan. Yeah, and I don't know. The one's that with the L, and then the other one's Tlalocan, but I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
You
But
are.
Both
Talocan.
Marvel.com, right? Marvel.com and Hasbro. So those are two solid sources are saying it's not going to be Atlantean. It's going to be this. There's a couple of different things that they could be pulling from. So that's why Britt put believed.
Is that just to kind of get it away from the whole Aquaman feel?
It's unfortunate that Bill did Namor way before Aquaman. Did it, established it, and then DC, as they do back and forth, came out with Aquaman later. But then Aquaman beat them to the box office, and I guess they didn't want it to get confused, and they're leaning really into the grassroots of Marvel, which is like having geographic grounded roots. Like a lot of the Avengers and superheroes are from New York, and Kamala Khan is from New Jersey. So why not lean into that and do a grounded, real world roots origin for Namor?
Very cool.
I really like this too, they're kind of adding, like, well, for me, like, you know, like a Mexican, you know, he comes like a Mexican superhero, right? Making it seem like that, and not, also like you said, Jen, like because a lot of people now are like comparing a lot of people that like I didn't know he came before Aquaman, and because Aquaman is part of the main like Justice League, we know so much about him, and he is not Namor. I don't know if I pronounce it right.
Namor.
Namor. I'm reading it in Spanish. You see.
It works.
So it's like we don't know, like I didn't know about this character till I got into comics, and I was like, what? And I was the same. I'm like, so he's basically Aquaman, and it's like, no, Aquaman is basically him. So now that I learned more about where he's from and his story, thanks to you, Jen. But it's pretty cool to learn about this character.
Something that I thought was interesting that Jen had sent one of the videos that I watched to just give us more context, because I also wasn't super familiar with Namor. Someone had pointed out that like Atlantis like has a lot of like this like kind of like Roman and Greek like mythos behind it, and that's like been done before in so many ways. But like this kind of like the mythos, like the Aztec mythos and Talocan, like hasn't been mined before to like actually have like we're going to get to see so much, like such diverse imagery and really like go into a different kind of mythology that we haven't seen before in the Marvel universe or in like a lot of superhero films. So I think that's also really exciting, like leaning into something we haven't seen before.
Love it. Sarah?
Yeah, I love that they're bringing in the Aztec culture. I know that a lot of people don't know that culture, but they were pretty significant in, like the Egyptians. There's a lot of, go check them out. Go check out Teotihuacan. They developed so many like cool things, like aqueducts and, that's not really cool, but
It's very cool. I love my aqueducts.
Right. They flow water, that's how they got water. So yeah, I love that they are going this route. And I love that Marvel is introducing all these like cultures, all these mythos into our universe. Like Haley said, with Ms. Marvel, and the partition and that part, they're really informing their audience, which is like really cool. Also, if going back to the Aquaman versus Namor, Aquaman actually came 2 to 3 years after Namor, and the only difference that I saw between the two of them was, Aquaman is good, Namor is, he's actually the first anti-hero. So
Okay.
There you go. And Rob, yeah, like Sarah did find and send us a like the very first episode, and I was checking it out. It looks pretty cool, so I think I'm gonna try to watch it a little bit more. But it's available on YouTube, so that was pretty cool.
yeah.
West Coast Big Rob. My first intro to him was the Fantastic Four cartoon from the 90s. Like that's available on Disney Plus, episode 3.
Guys, if you're just hopping in, we are covering Namor tonight. You can tell when Jen's excited about a topic because I can feel your brain like moving so fast, and I can tell that you have so much you want to say. So I'm excited just to kind of sit back and listen to you guys discuss this because I can tell this is a good topic. All right, so we like to kick off the shows every week with a first appearance. It's kind of just a standard thing. So let's go back to 1939. Jen, tell us about it.
So this comic is the Supreme Ghost. It is probably one of the first ghosts. I knew a little bit about it, but Matt from Cover Price sent like this blurb from Heritage Auctions that because one sort of recently sold. It was a 9.0 with creamed off-white pages, which is super rare, but it was one of those pay copy. You can see, like it says right there on there, pay copy. So it was kept in like freaking pristine condition. It was like a giveaway, and they're supposed to do 4 more comics. And inside this, Bill Everett wrote and drew that section. Oh, I should include the pictures. I found pictures of the interiors. Dang it.
Well, go back a little bit. There's only 9 known to exist, correct?
Yeah,
Wow.
7 to 9, right?
Okay. That's a freaking ghost.
Yeah, what you're seeing at the top to the right it's a 2020 card that is just the cover. Now, none have sold, but I thought it was kind of crazy. I'm like, wait, this is just a card, not the book or a reproduction or reprint, but they want $635. And I was like, what? Just
Okay, Sarah, what do you want to add to that?
Jen kind of said it all. This is a super ghost. 1939. Oh, good luck if you can find it. I don't know if this will be in a back bin, but hey, you never know. Go find your estate sales and your rummage sales, your flea markets. You never know if this will pop up. Maybe.
That would be amazing because you're for like a 9.0, which I'm assuming if you find it in an estate sale, you're probably not getting a 9.0, but that went for $43,000. That's insane. I can't imagine. I'd just pay off my student debt with that and be like, take the comic from me right now. But the last recorded sale was a 3.5, and that was still $27,500. That's crazy. That's so much money.
Don't you think there'd be a larger bump, Haley, between a 3.5 and a 9.0? I mean, I know 43,000 is still a lot, but if you think about it like percentage wise, you would think that if a 3.5 went for 27,000, I would have put a 9.0 up in like the 60s, 70s.
I feel like you probably.
Go ahead.
No, Jen.
Go ahead.
You would have more probably insight. I would, in my mind, I'm just kind of wondering one who has the money to be dropping on a comic like this, and also how desirable is this? Like, I feel like this comic maybe has it taps out of because it's not like a first Captain America or like a, Namor is iconic, but I still think that there's a different desirability. But Jen, you would have.
I think everyone's not always aware of it, that it's not like you're not consciously keeping your eye on the look for this one. The one that we're going to do next, I think people are more aware of, but the fact that there's only less than 10 that we know is in existence, and that's from 2017. I think just when it comes up, it's like, who's aware of it? Who's going to bid on it? It's not yet one of those super mega well-known books, but I mean,
after this show, it will be.
I mean, there has to be more than 9. I mean, 1939 was a long time ago, but in someone's box, or I'm hoping that no one just tossed them out, like all those, like a box of them, just it's in the trash.
It was supposed to be
especially because especially because it's not like you were saying, Haley, like it's not a cover of a superhero or anything like that. Like, you would never think that it's a first appearance of a superhero. You think this is just kind of like, I mean, it says Funnies Weekly, like you think it's one of those just regular.
Like, if I saw this in a back bin, I wouldn't have been like, yes. I would have been like, oh, I'm just gonna keep scrolling. Like,
yeah, I will totally pass on this. I don't think I will ever, like, if I was just looking, especially like when I go look for books, like I kind of like I buy, like, forget everything. Like, this weekend I found one book and I sent it to Jen because I couldn't remember. I'm like, it looks familiar, but I'm not sure we talked about it, and I didn't buy it. Yeah, the first, like, one of the first Momoko's interiors of Momoko's, and I passed on it because I couldn't remember. Like, it
was the heavy metal, the heavy metals we covered.
Yep.
Damn, Lucy.
And it was the one that's like high grade, $200-$300.
Lucy, go back.
It was an herb. I told my sister-in-law to see if she's able. It's close by her house, so she said that she will go back and get it for me.
You could have just pulled up our old show,
I'm telling you, I blanked. All I think of, all I thought about is like message. Yeah, all I thought about is messaging Jen. And obviously she was at work.
I was working.
I know.
Jen's response times are like unacceptable. It's like 8 hours later.
No. She actually did message me like 30 minutes later. But
Really?
It was fast. But like I was already gone. Like I was already there for like a little bit, and I was like, man, I'm pretty sure it's this one. And yeah, no. I know. But my sister-in-law says if she's able to go, like she'll go back and get it. So we'll see.
I would too for a commission.
Mm.
And then West Coast Big Rob, the 9.0 sold in 2005. So it hasn't gone back on auction to our knowledge. So I wonder if that's why it's just being held now, right? 2005, they're just holding on to that. So that's why we probably see that 3 point something at a. So I think next time it'll sell, it'll be probably a lot more.
All right, but to kind of illustrate what Haley was talking about here, let's talk about the second appearance. Go ahead, Jen.
Okay, so this is the second appearance, Marvel Comics from 1939.
Yeah.
And the raw sale you see, it was a reprint. The raw, so which is interesting because the one that sold those reprint looked like this cover, and I was like, wait a minute, is that an official reprint? And I kept looking for an official reprint, I couldn't find it. Like, can people just make a reprint? Because
it says the first printing sold out within a week and was quickly reprinted at a quantity of 800,000.
But the reprint looks like, I don't think it would. The second printing, I don't know. That's interesting now. Now I'm curious. Is the second printing, there's no way it's $119 though.
I don't know. It says the second printing can be identified by the October of 1939 being blacked out and replaced with November 1939. Yeah, I don't know. That's...
Wait, so the raw comic for 119, was it the one on the right or that sold for?
So it looks just like the one on the left, right? Okay. But the 0.5 gives you a really good indication of if you're probably going to buy a true first print raw, it's probably going to be between 10 and 16.
That's crazy.
$1,000. Mm-hmm. And then, yeah.
This is the very first Marvel comic. This is where it all began.
Under Timely.
Huh?
Under Timely.
Under Time. I see. Now that's where I heard that this was the very first one, but
maybe.
This is where it gets confusing, huh? And
right?
Then on the cover, is that the Human Torch?
It is.
Right?
That is a Human Torch, but he is an android. He is not human. That is Toro.
So Sarah, here's what I'm seeing. First comic published by Timely that later becomes Marvel. So I guess it's kind of a gray area.
not another one.
Another infamous comic book gray area. Yeah.
I mean, it's a really cool story in there. It's about, Namor, and Namor likes to destroy ships and like kill sailors. So yeah. So but yeah, this is
sounds fun.
Yeah. You wonder why he's the very first Marvel villain. So yeah, but yeah, that's Toro on the front. He's an android. He shows up later in other comics. So
the one on the right, it's the later comics, right? Because it looks a little bit more modern, so you can tell that's the reprint, right? Like,
yeah, that's the 2009 reprint. You can get it for $5 or less.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So for the raw comic is like they did like a facsimile, or
this is where there's a couple books I've come across that I can't find a reprint for, and then I found one for sale or it's sold, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. And I like look into it, and it's like, oh, they just copied it, right? There's a lot of Golden Age ones you'll see like, oh, they'll say photocopy, and I'm like, so you?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because Paul had mentioned that it probably couldn't have like been a first or second print because of like it sold for 119. That's just such a large gap. Like when you see the raw comic 119 and then graded 0.5 for like almost $17,000. We also have a last recorded sale value of $2,427,777.65. That is some deep pockets. So that's wild. But I think for it being published through Timely and then that turns into Marvel, it's such a historic comic. Like aside from just Namor and then the Human Torch, that's publishing history. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, and then he said that Toro is the lead psychic. I did see that. I mean, at the beginning, like he's kind of trying to capture Namor. How do you pronounce it again? You see, I keep forgetting how to pronounce it.
Say like
Namor.
neigh, like a horse, like neigh more.
Namor.
Yeah.
Namor. And he's trying to capture him, but then they kind of become allies, right? To go against the Nazis. So yeah, I guess you want to say kind of. I mean, they work together, but it is Toro, right? It's not.
Yes. Yes. All right. In March 2022, a 9.0. So that must be this one, known as a pay copy due to the publisher's notations. That's where the 2.42 million copy comes from. All right, let's keep cruising.
Okay, real quick. Asterisk. There's over 1,200 comics that he's been in and covers between Golden Age, Silver Age, and Modern. So we're covering, I think, 21 comics and 16 slides. If you don't see a comic, they're like, that was a freaking major key. There's not enough time.
Yeah, there's a lot to cover here, but I think you hit some of the good ones. So now let's take us to 1941. I mean, this is right World War II era shit. So what do we got?
So this is the Submariner Comics #1. This is his first solo in the Golden Age. And what you see on the right-hand side is, I think it's the first reprint of this, but I wasn't positive, so it's an early reprint. It's probably safer to say. It's Giant Size Invaders #1 from 1975. So it's a reprint of his first solo. And that's, so if you can't, so a lot of these books, I'm like, oh, can't really afford that. If I can get a reprint or a reprint, I'll probably just be happy because holy moly's.
Yeah, we got some expensive comics, don't we? The Submariner #1. I love these like Nazi covers. I love history. And again, this is Namor at his best. He is punching subs and sinking ships. And
Pause, Sarah. We got to dance.
all right, let's.
I didn't want to leave it at I love Nazis, so I let you keep going. I'm like, let's not segue off of that. Thank you so much. They call me Bruce. We appreciate it. Back to Sarah talking about this cover.
I love when people fight Nazis.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah. It's the whole, Namor really does capture, World War II history with, again, like I said, he, in this, it kind of right on the cover where he's destroying this, submarine, this U-boat for historical accuracy. He actually, he's pissed because like they're destroying Atlantis. So, and then the Giant Side Invaders, you gotta love this cover. We got Namor, we got Bucky, we've got Captain America, and then you're like, hey, there's two like flowy, glowy red guys. One is the Human Torch, and the second one is Toro.
That's awesome. I love this. Well, like World War II, cover.
Wait, pause, Haley. Every dollar counts, Haley. Let's do this. Red Hood gets a dance too. Ooh. What is this? I can't dance to this.
I need better music.
I keep
DJing is not working.
All right, we could headbang to this.
You're like, yes, I love that, Lucy. Headbang.
All right. Technically, Red Hood gets back 16 cents of that too, because he's a member of the crew on Fridays. If you guys don't watch our Friday show, you're missing out. All right, continue, Haley.
Please add to my account. So with that, you have a graded 6.5 at 30,000 and a last recorded value sale for 5.5 at $40,800. So it's definitely on the up and up. But still so much money. And on the right, we have the reprint for a raw comic for $15.46, way more affordable. A graded 9.2 for $175, and the last recorded sale going for $16 for a raw. So definitely, like if you're trying to start collecting his comics or getting some of those reprints, and unless you have like $2 million to just spare, just go for it. Go drop some money.
Yeah. So this is the one that I was saying that Namor, he teams up with the Human Torch, and then
Namor.
Namor, whatever, shit, same thing.
Like a horse. Nay.
Namor. Yeah, I didn't even
Namor.
notice. So and then on the right, that's when it's the first time that he becomes kind of part of the group with the invaders, right? He's not an Avenger, but he's an invader. I like that to fight the Nazis, and I like how we talked about it with um nerdy girl, that these books, I like these books because they kind of came out on the
Is your pizza ready? Is
No.
your food ready?
It's a water dispenser. I think the water's empty. I don't know.
It's an annoying noise. It's all water is empty. Water is empty.
I know.
Bad.
I know. Like we were talking with Nerdy Girl, that they kind of tell a history, like the timing that it came out. It was during the war and stuff like that. So it's like part of a piece of history. So I like it's pretty cool. Pretty cool books.
Yeah. Swastika is an interesting. We could do a whole show just on the swastika symbol, kind of like with the root of the origins and how it kind of changed meanings. But that could be like a Friday show. We'll probably get banned and kicked off YouTube for that, though, huh?
Well, I mean, we're not we're not praising it, right? We're just talking like how it's part of a history when it came out. So, and how it did such an impact. Like, I want to say, like, if kids, like what was the youngest person who they were sending to war at that time? They were probably reading comics, and making them feel brave as I'm gonna go and fight the Nazis, like kind of like a superhero. I don't know. That's what I think.
No, you're right.
You're right. They used this as propaganda back in the day.
Okay. All right, let's keep moving.
Real quick about reprints. There's a Fantasy Masterpieces from the 60s. I just bought one because I wanted to like see what was inside of it. But those are also Marvel Fantasy Masterpieces from 1960-ish are reprints also. But I'm not sure, so I bought one to see like the interiors. So I wasn't positive.
All right, well said. Guys, again, we're covering Namor. We just started with that. We left off in the 40s, but we're going to jump forward a couple decades. So now we're in the 60s. Tell us about it, Jen.
Yeah, so there's a ton of books that we are skipping.
I know, I'm all scroll.
And this is Fantastic Four number 4 from 1962. This is the first Silver Age Namor.
Hey, more.
Oh, and what you're seeing on the right-hand side is I think is an early reprint. I don't want to see the first one, so I'm still looking into that. But an early reprint of it that is from 1976. It's the Marvel Treasury Edition, Volume 1, Number 11, The Fabulous Fantastic Four. So in be this, but a couple different ones.
Pause for a little trivia. Which of you know this cover that Jen just showed us? It's also the first time the Human Torch activates his powers using what phrase?
Flame on?
Yes! Oh, that was a tie. Okay. You guys tied.
I didn't hear. What is it?
Flame on.
Oh.
All right. Damn it. I was hoping I got you guys.
Lucy, I know you watched. Oh, so you started to too, right? What we do in the shadows?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And he goes, bat.
Yeah.
Great show. Great show. Fantastic Four. What I kind of got out of this research was, Namor loves some Sue Storm. Like, holy crap. And did you know that he's actually Namor, which means avenging son, is also a sculptor, and most of his busts of, not busts, but like heads of Sue. And he never shows it to anyone, except for, I think maybe he showed it to Sue, but yeah.
I I love that so much. I'm so here for just like any kind of romance. Just give it all to me.
Yeah, Haley,
And
when's the
love
last time
triangles.
somebody gave you a bust of yourself?
Never. So
Me either. Okay.
someone should change that.
Mhm.
The Fantastic Four Raw went for 173, which I feel like is pretty decent for like a Fantastic Four number 4, depending on the condition. It could have been like
Probably
really,
B.
but at least you have it.
True.
No, so which is cool. A graded 5.0. The Jump goes to about 9,000, and the last recorded sale for a 4.5 was 5,000. So that 0.5 is a huge jump. I would definitely go for the 4.5 then. Get that point, save myself a couple grand. And then the Marvel Treasury Raw going for 835, and the last recorded sale value for 660. I love the Marvel Treasury editions. They're like magazine size too. I have a few, and they're just so much fun to like dive in and read. So, and affordable depending on the one that you find.
Yeah, so then also like what you were saying, Sarah, that they're like they have a thing going on, and she becomes friends with one of with his cousin, I think, right?
Hey.
Yeah, like they become, so it's like she's trying to get into the family, you know? It's like, hey, cuz, you know, let's go shopping. But he did she did help him a lot when he came, like you know, I think it basically his first friend, so his first human, so they have a cute little thing going on. I like
Look
that.
what Mojo wrote. Isn't romance bad when you're married? And the romance isn't with your spouse. Isn't that frowned upon? Yes.
I guess so. But hey,
But
he
it
doesn't
makes
know
for
about
such a
that
good
stuff.
read.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, you know, a little flirty flirt.
Bring on the spice.
Well, even in that 90s cartoon, Fantastic Four number 3, episode 3, you see that. You see the sparks, and you're like, wait, she's married. But then Reed's ignoring her, so she's just kind of like, well,
Well, because he's just a terrible husband, so.
He's always ignoring her.
He's really dedicated to his job, you guys. I mean,
So
come
you
on.
see,
So
that's why-
Namor.
exactly, like, so you know, obviously she's like, she feels that, you know, she's feeling that attention from
Is
somebody
Reed
else.
building bus? I don't think so.
This is such a female take on this. Yep, we're
You're the
Team
worst.
Sue, okay? We are Team Sue. All right, let's keep going. Jen, what do we got here?
so this is his first Silver Age solo, and this is from 1968.
Yep.
It's funny. I could have bought the one from 68, but I was at a estate sale, and they had, it's water damaged, and the staples were rusting. I'm like,
That's kind of perfect, though, for this book.
I'm like, I'll pay $50. And when I went, because at that time, this is before all the news. This is like years ago. And it was going, I think, for, around what we're seeing right here. If it was like in, like what you see, the April, right? So like, when I went, they're like, oh, we want $200. And I was like, what? It's damaged. It's water damaged. And they're like,
Water
"Yeah,
damaged.
It's older. I'm like, yeah,
Dude, that would have been perfect. He's in water. That's why he has water.
Apparently, it was crabs, too. It was water damaged.
It was water damage. And, well, when the staples are rusted like that, though, it was bleeding into the book, and so it just gets worse from there. Like once you have rust, rust just keeps degrading.
Can
So
you replace staples without it affecting the grade?
Probably
I was
not.
told if you can find staples from that era and replace them, it's probably fine. But if you have a book that has that weird paper rust mark, and then you have brand new staples that are from that, it doesn't matter. You're like, wait a minute, this looks like it was rusted. You
Look at Red Hood. Send it to me. He'll fix it.
But on the right hand side,
He got the magic touch.
on the right hand side is Tales of Astonish, starring the Submariner from it's from later.
Oh, I had that up a second ago. Hold on.
That is
True. But
true.
what about
True.
making one? Like,
Oh.
you know, I feel still could be creepy, but
What was that? Do you ever watch the Goldbergs?
Yes. Love
That
the
one
Goldbergs.
son for Valentine's Day tried to make a bust of his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
It looked super scary, creepy.
Wait, not Adam, his brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
what was his brother's name?
Barry.
Barry. That's right. Okay. It looked creepy. I'm going to make you one for your birthday. Jen, your birthday's coming up.
That's right.
Yeah.
FYI.
Yeah, your birthday's coming up, Laura.
No, it's
When-
not.
Yes, it
when
is.
when are these birthdays happening? I love birthdays.
3 weeks. Is it 3 weeks?
Jen, are we going to do like a birthday celebration? Do you want to go live and
Absolutely.
let's totally copy Haley's and like do a birthday celebration?
Remember we said we're gonna
yeah.
do
I'm the
that?
most extra person, so yes, I love this idea.
We said that's what we said. We were inviting Nerdy Girl because the three of you are almost at around the same time.
She's the 12th?
I'm the
Is that what
12th.
she said?
Of
Wait, you're
No,
the
she-
12th.
She's after you guys, I think, or between.
I don't
I can't
remember.
remember.
It was
But
within days of each other. I'm the 14th, you're the 12th, but we should totally do
Are
that.
these
I
all
think she was a-
August?
Yeah,
Mhm.
they are. The 17. It was. I think it was a 17. I don't know why I have 17 in my head, but maybe.
When we
I
watch
don't
the
know.
show, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Isn't that a brilliant idea, Haley? We should do it.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant idea. Brilliant original idea, isn't it?
I mean, if you guys just want to copy me, it's fine.
What if we like bring members of the community on in like segments and we'll celebrate together? Isn't that brilliant? Yeah, let's do
No,
it.
just homage. Homage.
It's a.
I
It's
want
an
a part
homage.
2. I want a part 2. Like, yes, I am here for it. As long as I get invited. As long as I get
Of course
invited.
you
then, like,
get invited.
Girl,
Of course you get invited.
I got
You're
so
part
drunk
of
on
this.
that one too by the end. I was like, I can't even speak properly. I need to end this. I was like,
It
this
was
is
fun though.
embarrassing.
That was a fun show. It was in the middle of the day for Lucy. Weren't you on with me, Lucy, during that? Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
we're getting sidetracked.
The Tales to Astonish is from 1979.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Never said it. That's fine.
Good job, Laura.
Thanks, Sarah. You're up,
So-
Sarah.
If you know what, this is a great book. This is kind of, it does give the history of Namor, kind of like how his parents met. What's really cool again is that Marvel uses again a lot of history, a lot of real world stuff. If you don't know that, this guy by named I want to say Shelton, he actually went up to the Antarctic. That really did happen. His boat got stuck up in the Antarctic. But in this story, his parents were actually, or not his parents, Shackleton was looking for vibranium. Ooh. And so
Ooh, vibranium. All right.
his dad actually went to go search for the ship for the vibranium. They were doing some bombings. Bing, bada, boom. Mom was like, I gotta check this out. And she was like, hey, there's this like handsome white guy. Like, ooh, like, I want, get with them. And then they got married, pregnant. Unfortunately, he got injured. And Princess Fen didn't know about it. And she got dragged back to the sea and had Namor.
Huh.
Haley.
Haley.
So we have the one on the left, his first solo going for a raw of 281 and a graded 8.0 for 980, and then the last recorded sale for a 7.0 690. So like again, we're getting in the more affordable range, still a little pricey, but you could get the Tales So Astonished for 1127 for a raw, a 9.8 for 195, and the last recorded sale was 15 for a raw. So definitely way more affordable, and especially if you love that iconic cover, then it's perfect. You don't have to spend $700. You can just spend 15.
His abs have abs.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, but his eyebrows, like
That's bad
like-
Botox.
he got chola eyebrows.
100%, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like that looks like one of my aunts. Like they just need to be slightly different color than his actual hair, though. Like a little red or something.
Right.
He
So
shows
it's
no emotion.
yeah.
He shows no
Yeah.
emotion.
so like Sarah was saying, and like how the parents. So this is kind of like how do you say it again? The dad was it was not the dad who was looking for it, or it was a dad looking for the.
Oh, the dad was hired by
Oh yeah, it was a hire by that guy to go find her, right? And I really I thought like how badass the mom was, and now I'm like I want to learn more about the mom. And I like that, like she had to take a potion to be able to breathe uh out of water, and like how they met and like how they fell in love. But she was like freaking badass. She was really awesome. I really liked her. And then Aaron was saying that how they bring her back now on the modern times and on at the Agent of Atlas. So I just I want to know more about her because I thought she was pretty awesome in that little love story between his dad and mom. I like that.
Gives me Little Mermaid vibes.
Right?
Totally.
my brother. I did that for him. I bought a Flash comic because that's his favorite character from the month and the year that he was born. It happened to be Wally West's first appearance, our first time taking on the mantle as Flash.
Yeah.
So it's even more specialness because, he likes Wally West.
Jen, that's Mel right now?
Yeah.
What?
No.
Oh, Mel, I want to be on the drunken chat. Everyone keeps telling me how fun it is.
We went on this last weekend and it was Jen's first appearance. We streamed, how many hours were we on Friday total, Jen? Like 5 or 6?
It was a lot. I was not prepared for that.
Which made it better. Like we weren't prepped. We just kind of went with it and it was so much fun. We had a really good time. We got to
send her the link. If you're available this Friday, Haley.
Do it.
Send
I
her
could
the
do
link.
a late night. I'm just
Okay. Yeah. So Laura was mad.
I was a little bit like I get a little possessive. Not jealous. Jealous sounds so bad.
No. I was jealous.
about?
No. I was jealous because I was not there. It was a night that I had to go out of town and I was not there, and I was like.
And Jen and I were bonding.
Oh, I didn't watch all that.
Lots of bonding. Lots and lots of bonding.
Oh,
I think she called me her sister at some point. Remember that?
Wow.
You were like, Laura, you're my nearing Nirvana sister. And I was like, Jen, let's not make this feel bad.
It
She
also
does.
saved me from going out dancing,
There
which I
you
did
go.
last Friday. And
Yeah.
then- hey, that is fine. I'm here for that. Probably be more tame Friday for me then.
All right, girls, we got to focus.
What else?
We ready?
What else?
Wait,
Let's
can I
keep
say
going.
one more thing? Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
So that was the first appearance of the trident, and they actually changed the trident into a weapon instead of the normal trident you see like in Aquaman.
Oh, they had to change it probably.
All right. She was stripping earlier. What? Who was stripping? Jeez.
Who? Laura?
Who's the
Haley?
show?
Wait, me, I was.
Were you stripping?
No, at the beginning
that's
of
true.
the show.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
true.
right.
Took the
That's right.
sweater off, I
That's
was getting
right,
really,
she was.
really hot.
They threw her a $50 and then she was like ready to go.
Absolutely.
Actually, Mel, if you're still listening, I'm a little bit butthurt. Can you still say butthurt? Is that not a thing anymore? I'm a little bit angry. I don't like that Lucy's in the intro for Drunken Chat and I'm not. And I've been on Drunken Chat at least 10 times.
Oh, Lucy's been on like more than that though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lucy's face, like, excuse me.
Okay, how many times do you have to be on Drunken Chat to get in the intro? Like, I want to be in that intro, man.
The
Almost
muffin
every
noodle
night.
comes from her son.
I know.
Laura, that means you're joining me on Friday, right?
I mean,
I
there you
can't.
go.
I won't be here. I'm going to be in California Friday. So Lucy's actually
you go.
hosting the show Friday. I won't be here. But the next Friday I could.
Okay.
Lucy's
Well,
in
ROBC2E2.
There's the easy.
Mm.
See, I wish I had
Fine.
a collar right now. I wish I had a collar so I can pop my collar.
Yee, I will pay you $20 just to randomly have me be like in the middle of the intro. It won't be cute. It'll be like, here's Lucy, I'll like la la la, and you'll see like Laura just flash on the screen, then I'll go away.
That'd be fabulous.
Ooh,
It would be
let
great,
Let
right?
me drop the mic. I can, but
You can't
Just pushes it. Like,
You're just gonna push it over, Lucy. Push it over.
whatever. I'm salty.
Go ahead.
One of these days. One of these days. No, Lucy's earned it. She's been on there a bunch of times. Blah, blah, blah. Next.
So this is Supervillains Team number 1 from 1975. I think Ron Wilson and Frank. I can never say his last name.
Frank, spell it.
Giacoia.
Checka. Just kidding. I don't know.
Wow, that was so not even. Hey, pressable defects in the house. I don't know how to say it either. Continue.
So this is just
Ghostside?
a series where Namor and Doom team up. There's priors. There's an early FF where it's their first time, and you also see Namor in his newer outfit. And I can't find a reprint of this, so.
Sarah.
Yeah, so we got a Tuma in here. We've got all sorts of. We got Dr. Dorcas. Is that how you say it? Dorcas.
Dorka.
Dorcas.
He's a Dorka.
This is a couple of crazy, like, and it's interesting because Aquaman also has some like crazy like villains as well, like the like Orca, or I think that Orca's a Batman one, but he's got some crazy like marine stuff. Dr. Dorcas actually, he's a biologist and a genetic engineer, and he actually created Tiger Shark, which is one of Namor's enemies. So
That's awesome. We have the Raw comic going for 117 and a graded 9.4 for 190, and the Raw sold in July for 175. So that's really awesome that someone got a 9.4 for 190 and people are scooped up that the Raw for 175. So it's obviously on the up and up after the news dropped. So, or people were specking on it really hard.
Yeah. Lucy, what are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Are you still on Dr. Dorcas?
Yeah.
I love it, Dr. Dorcas.
I'm going to tell Adam later. I'll be like, hey, Dr. Dorcas, go put your laundry away.
Yes. That's a new one. Oh my god. I'm going to call it ready, Dr. Dorcas.
Dr. Dorcas. Venice, you don't watch Fridays. We go live on Nearing Nirvana, and Jen, Red Hood and I had quite a show this last Friday. I think we went for like 3 hours, then we went straight to Drunken Chat, and Drunken Chat is so much fun. It's one of those places, like one of the few shows I feel like you can go on there and you can be completely unfiltered, and that's okay.
I cannot wait.
Wait.
Yeah.
You get to get me unfiltered this Friday, guys.
Unfiltered.
Wait, Remo, you're not on the intro? You've been there, like, you're like there all the time.
Wait,
what the
Remo's not on the intro? Okay, I feel better then. Because, I mean, if Remo's not on it, then...
You need to watch Drunken Chat.
You
It's
need to.
awesome.
Yeah, you definitely do. Lucy, anything to add on this one before we go on?
Nah, I just like the name Dr. Dorcas. I'm gonna stop, you Dorka. I'm gonna call people Dorka.
Oh, man. All right, so now we're going, I think this is 1975. Jen, go ahead.
Invaders number 1. I think this is a John Romita cover. And this is the first appearance of the Invaders Team 2. And much better than the Silver Age. Golden Age. Golden Age had so many team ups where you see like a similar team, not 100%, but similar. And it's super expensive. So I figured, why not include this? And on the right hand side is the first reprint. So things get reprinted. Sometimes it gets right to trade paperback form, and I'm like, oh, I don't really want to include trade paperback. What's the next floppy? And so that was $2. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah. So if you guys, a little historical fact, they actually adjusted this time because if you see it says the Battle of Britain, they adjusted this time so to place the invaders forming after Pearl Harbor. This is also, so you can check the rewind when we talk about Valkyrie. This is the first appearance of Hilda the Valkyrie. So check the rewind on Valkyrie.
That's very cool. Very
That
cool.
is That's really fun. I love the like World War II like just battle scenes on this. And for a raw copy, you can get for about $98. It's definitely going up as we see the last recorded sale for $199. Again, tons of spec, obviously on Namor, and so that makes a lot of sense. And someone got a 9.6 for $275, which is definitely a really good price. But if you are just entering the hobby and you're really wanting to read Namor, then you can get the reprint for $2, like Jen said. So
I really like the covers, but like it's got a little Dorca in here.
You can't call a baby a dorka.
A baby Dorca. I like the covers, but at the same time, it's such a busy cover. Has so much going on in this that it's hard to focus on one thing. But I at the same time, I kind of like it. but yeah,
The reprint doesn't have the swastika, huh?
It doesn't. No,
I just noticed that.
You're right. Oh, you have to find like what's different on each cover.
Well, I mean, the coloring's the main thing that I see here, but the swastika was the other one. It's like it's interesting that they decided to pull that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Thank you.
I feel
That
like they should have.
What, Haley?
I feel like they should have left it. I mean, you know,
It's historic. I feel like, but I mean, I guess now like they don't want to offend people, like that's understanding. But it's just at the same time, like I said, like it's a historic time when this came out. So they should have left it. And this is the first time, right? Like you were saying that it's the first time that he's part of their own solo, the part of the Invaders, right?
Yes, the Invaders
Yes.
2 team.
Yeah.
Which is Bucky, Captain America, Human Torch, Submariner, and Tora. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, again, that's a whole nother show that we could eventually tackle, Jen, if you think we could do it,
Yeah, there's a lot of covers
right.
in present day. There's a couple horror ones with the vampire and the Nazis, and then there's a Swamp Thing cover. So there's still stuff being made 1990 plus that are,
Yeah. What do I always tell you girls? Just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. So.
Yeah. Oh, the reprint is from 2019. Sorry.
All right. Let's keep cruising. Next up. All right. We kind of took a weird jump here, but I'll let Jen explain why we are here.
Okay. So again, there's over 1,200 comic books that he's been on the cover of. Right? He's been on the cover of, and we had to kind of do big time jumps. So we went from the Golden Age, skipped a whole bunch, went silver, kind of did a tiny bit of bronze, and then had to skip a ton. And now we're at the Ultimate Fantastic Four, number 25 from 2006. Now, this isn't Namar's first appearance in the Ultimate storyline. That's earlier. This is just a cover by Greg Land. And it's cheap and affordable. I would check out. I always feel like for most things, the Ultimate Heroes are way more affordable than if you went to their first true like golden or silver. So it's worth checking out.
Yes. Oh my God.
This is not
cover.
Yes, cosplay.
All right, where's Anthony? I'm gonna make him come in here and we'll just recreate. I'm wearing blue, so this kind of works. I just got him to take his shirt off, put him some armbands. Okay, yeah, I like it. I'm in.
This is definitely, you got again,
reality.
Namor crushing on Sue, Sue crushing on Namor. This is a definite sexy cover. I didn't have any like really cool info on this, but I was just like, damn, like Sue, because like we saw in the first one with the Fantastic Four, where she's like, oh my God, you're like taking me, and now she's like, yo, I'm all over you. So
Sarah, can
like,
I ruin this cover for you real quick? Can I ruin this cover for you?
Sure.
Oh, actually, I'm going to ruin it for all of you. Jen, look in between her legs, and then don't look in between her legs. That's all I'm going to say. Do you see it a little bit? I looked at this cover earlier, and I was like, oh.
Jen was so stunned that her face was.
I mean, it's just it's unfortunate placement of his little like shroud detail. Like
Is it?
This girl got balls.
Right? That's what I thought. I'm like, what is happening in this photo? And I'm like, wait, no, that's not right.
Definitely, like water doesn't affect him. Cold
Jen,
water.
come and join me in the gutter, and you'll see what I'm seeing.
That's part
Come
of
to
his,
the gutter.
that's part of his like down.
Yeah, but if you're not looking at like now, like if you look at her face, it just looks wrong. Like, yes.
It looks weird.
Yes.
Okay, H&H, come on. Normally, I'm very pure, and normally I wouldn't have said
Not
anything.
at all.
But in this case, it just looks odd to me. Like Jen, seriously, you still don't see it. Jen, blur your eyes a little bit. Come on, use your imagination. You got this. You got this.
But that's part of his.
Yeah.
That's part of his like.
Oh God. Okay, you know what? It's
So next slide.
Jen's trying to keep it real. She's trying to hold it down.
all right. Well, I'm sure that was intentional by the artist. Thank you, H&H. I was thinking so too. I'm like, there's something going on here that just didn't seem right to me. But
like off her hip, like going back into him.
I mean, it
Yes,
is Greg
yes.
Land.
her hip,
So-
hip is what I was talking about. You see it now? Her hip is so weird, right, Jen?
Well,
Jen,
that's kinda
really?
what it
This is amazing.
What? What?
This is why we love you. You're my sweet little angel. All right, next up, what do we got, Jen?
That's hilarious.
I don't. Can we talk after the show? Because I'm missing thing. But anyway,
You and I are going to have a very long talk after the show, Jen. I'll explain a lot.
So this is a new Illuminati. This is more. Just a,
Wait, Jen, you're breaking up like wicked on my end. Girls, are you getting the same effect?
Yeah.
Jen, you're super. I think you're actually frozen.
No,
Jen. Jen.
She froze. Okay, there, she's back. She's back. Oh wait, you frozen again. Wait, I think you corrupt her like he's like Joe said.
What?
All right, now talk. You're good. You're good. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Hang on. I'm just let Brittany know to turn off.
Her. Shoot.
Wi-Fi.
A five. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Today she did look a little bit more pixelated than normal.
Okay. We're going to give Jen a second to kind of like, is she back?
Is she-
Jen, can you hear me?
back?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
she's
hear
fine.
you. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, you're good. You're good.
Okay, so this is the new Avengers Illuminati from 2007, Jim Chung cover. But this is just kind of showing that he's been in a couple different teams. Am I freezing?
Not anymore. Where you are?
Like he's been in a couple different teams, and this is one of them.
Yeah, this is the cover. What's cool about this one is also that we've seen some of these characters in the Doctor Strange movie. We've also it's kind of a cool story. This is also plans for culmination of Secret Invasion, which we know is coming up, which is really cool. Also, like again, Namor, it's a whole story about Super Skrulls. He kills one, and then he's like, I'm gone. It's awesome. Pick it up.
And we see a raw comic going for $13.96. A graded average sale for 9.6 was $130, and the last recorded sale was $19.28 for a raw comic. And I feel like a lot of this had to do with spec for the Illuminati of the upcoming Multiverse of Madness. And so it's probably, I would say, maybe a good time to pick it up. Then again, Namor just got announced, so who knows? I'm so bad at spec.
No, that was good. That was like, who knows? Maybe, possibly, probably not. Maybe it could happen. Probably not, though. I don't know.
Yes, no, yes, that. And no, I think you're right. Like, I mean, it's just like we've kind of seen all of them already on screen, whether they're like, it was another universe, but it's Sip, Namor. Did I say it right?
Namor. Not Namor. You just made my horse sound stupid. It's not nah. What kind of horse goes nah?
Like a sheep.
Yeah. Nay. We'll work on animals tomorrow. And Jen, we'll work on birds and bees tomorrow. We have a whole animal session tomorrow. Jen, you're frozen again.
No,
Jen, you're frozen.
No,
You're not frozen. I'm just screwing with you.
Oh my god. Anyways, he's in the cover, so now that they're all out, maybe you never know. It will be cool to see all of them. Bold.
Namor.
Nah, nay. Shit, I keep saying that. I'm just gonna leave this here so it can remind me the whole time.
No, that's the wrong pronunciation. Oh my gosh. Girls, help me. Help me. That isn't. Okay, never mind. We're just going to keep on going. Next up, we are so far behind. Jen, go ahead.
So this is Dark Reign of the Cabal from 2009, and this is again. So I thought it was a fun read to see Namor be on the Illuminati and then also be in the Cabal, and it's super cheap. This isn't the first appearance of the Cabal. I think that's Secret Invasion number 8. But I'm not positive. But I mean, look at who's on this cover too, though. You have female Loki, you have Doom, Emma, and our guy.
Who's that in the back? The one behind Lady Loki? Is that
and the Hood is the guy with the hood. Is the Hood?
Oh, okay.
With the hood?
Yeah, no, I thought it kind of looked like Daredevil from where I see it, but I can't really see that he's wearing a hood. Okay, cool.
Sarah, you're up.
Yeah, this is another villains kind of like unite kind of thing. We've got, like I said, he is, don't forget that Namor is, look, now I'm starting to say like Namor is.
I'm confusing you guys now. Sorry.
Wait,
I'm ruining your English.
Namor is the first villain in Marvel. So it's cool to see him kind of like come back together in this comic with other known villains in the MCU. And that was their whole kind of like the concept of this comic. The story was basically they just want to change, the way that the Marvel universe is. So
it's a new version of Illuminati.
I love it. I love Emma Frost on the cover. You could get a raw comic for about $4 to $5. Last recorded sale being $5, and then someone got a 9.8 for $44.95. I'm obsessed with this with Lady Loki on it as well, so I will be searching for this one.
Yeah, Rob. He does look like Eddie Monster in this cover. That's funny. It's a cool cover. I like that cover. They're like ready to kick some butt. And I mean, like somebody said that if you collect Emma's cover, so that's a good one to pick up. And for that price is really good.
This cover's meh.
I like that.
The faces are all kind of like if a different.
I like it. They look like they're looking down at you, about to mess you up.
I like the composition. I don't like the execution. I think that it's a good idea, but the way that it actually turned out, it's like.
Yeah, I could see that. But yeah, it looked like they were about to drop like a sick ass album or something like that.
Absolutely.
It's okay. I mean, would I pay $44 for a 9.8? Probably, just because that's a really smoking deal on a 9.8. But I wouldn't go out of my way to. I guess if I actually I don't know. Maybe
I'm getting it for $5. Absolutely.
Right. Like I don't know. Another artist could have done this really well.
Yeah, but because of the dark cover, it's better to get that 9.8 because for sure you're getting it in a good condition.
Then you gotta crack it out in order to read it. So,
I mean,
it's all right.
Then might as well just get the raw if you're just gonna read it then. But if you're
just gonna read,
yeah, because you're gonna damage the book by when you open it and you might get those little cracks.
No, absolutely. I was just joking.
Yeah, maybe it is something with I don't know. It just doesn't scream to me. Now, if Emma Frost was like center and like she's looking down, but you'd have to be at like a different angle where you're almost underneath.
Well, that would be hot. Not a ton of Cabal covers. There's only a few.
Yeah.
But this is a Daniel Acuna.
Acuna. Okay.
Acuña? I don't
Yeah.
know. Does it have the little ñ in the little thingy? Yeah, okay.
All right, let's keep going.
So this is Black Panther #1, 2009. It's the Marco, how you say it? Jurkovic? Oh, shoot.
Just say it. Just say it.
The
Say it
Jerkovic?
again?
The Jerkovic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Wow,
is
this is
20th
really
anniversary cover.
Dos Vidania, right?
Yeah, you know, what's your take here, Sarah? I want to hear like the opinions on the panels because we're definitely getting more into like cover art and
I actually do like this cover. He's been on a lot of like Black Panther covers, and this I like this kind of like full form, head to toe with his little wings. That's something that I don't really see a lot too, is his little ankle wings.
the ankle wings are cute though, aren't they? There's little tiny little wings.
Right, and like nobody really, I mean, not that I know of, is that a lot of people, not many people have these little ankle wings. The thing about Namor himself is he's like an alpha level mutant. Like he's on the level of like Storm and Professor X and all that cool stuff. So like just to see like the full composition of his total like from head to toe is really cool.
All right.
I kind of agree with her. I mean, it's cool. I love that you could see the little like wing situation happening on his feet. I feel like I don't notice that in most of the covers that have him drawn, but it's just you can't really see his face. I kind of really hate the white background. I don't know. I just want more brightness from like the actual character rather than like that bright white background. So that's my feeling on it. But you can grab it for a raw comics average sale of $37.29, and a 9.8 went for $166, and the last recorded value was $39.99. So if you are really about this cover, $40 and it's yours.
I'm trying to pronounce in the practice. I forgot already.
I'm sure it's good. Try.
No, I ain't gonna even try. But I really, a lot of the times, like you were saying, Haley, that you cannot see the little wings. And I really like the way he did the feet. Like they're very, very detailed. Like I had to make my screen a little bit bigger because you could see it, like the veins and everything. Like it looks pretty cool. I really like this cover. And I like all that space, like for the white space that it's like for a signature maybe. But it's a pretty cool cover. And it's a Black Panther cover. It's not one of his books. So it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool.
That does make it unique. I agree with you on that. Guys, we're at about 65 views. Make sure that you are giving us a thumbs up. I'm looking right now and we're at 43 and there are 62 of you watching. Do us a favor, give us a thumbs up. Even better, leave a comment after the show ends. It definitely helps us build our stats with YouTube. We're about a year old, right, Jen?
Yeah. Oh, let us know what your favorite Namor cover is.
Perfect. Yeah, do that after the show's over. Maybe we could even base some of our giveaways on the next show based on who comments after the show's over. That would be great too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and make sure you're sub to the channel. The entire panel here is fantastic. They're all members of the community. So follow Jen at Comic Aficionado. Sarah's at SheGeek78. We got Haley over at Shy Comic Girl and Lucy at Mama Comics. So please give the girls all a follow if you're not already. And hit that like. Yes, we appreciate that. Okay, let's keep going.
So this is Quasin Supreme #13, the one for 25, Alex Sanchez from 2016. This is one that I've been searching for a while, and I don't come across it. Like I see it and people post it, and I see it on eBay, and I'm like, ooh, I want to find it in a back issue bin. I would probably pay $25 as of right now for it, and that's what I'm hoping for. So I'll find it in a back issue bin for ratio, but I don't think it's gonna happen, but there's hope.
Wow, you paid $25?
Nice.
Jen. Yeah, I like this cover. I think, I think this is kind of like a bad, like kind of going from like the Pretty Boy cover that we just came from to like this where he's like, I'm sitting on the Atlantean throne looking, something fierce. Like I do like this cover. I don't know if I'd pay $25, but
She's like, I would not actually. Well, I don't think either of you would be getting it online because the raw comic sale average was 198 and a graded 9.8 for 352, and the last recorded was a graded 9.8 for 360. So I mean, if I'm seeing in a back issue bin, I am definitely paying 25 because then I'm giving it to someone who can then sell it for like $200.
Lucy, I'm curious on your take on this.
I'm trying to remember because I know Mel and Red Hood, they both send us some covers that to add, and Mel sent me this one, so we can add it to our list. And I like it. I kind of like it, and also Red Hood also sent me this. So they both did, Mel and Red Hood, to add it to the list. And I like it. I like that he's kind of like over it. He's tired. He's a little. It looks like a little beat up. I don't know. Somebody said if it was a zombie one, yeah, because you could tell in his face that he's just like over everybody's shit. Like,
Lucy, doesn't he look like me when I'm watching the Drunken Chat intro?
Well, I haven't seen your face yet when you
This is
watch
it.
it, but probably
This is it.
I can picture it. It looks more like that picture that you posted about the comics, the books that you got all beat up
in the Amazon box.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh,
they
gosh.
actually, a lot of them actually weren't bad, surprisingly. Yeah. Okay. Well, shout out again to Mel and shout out to Red Hood for bringing this to our attention. We like to.
Technically, this was running a list because this has been on the hunt list for a really long time. I want to say that I did see Red Hood post this like a year or two ago, which is why I've been like looking for it. But I know that Mel, Lucy, when you sent it, I'm like, yeah, it's right in the list. We got it. We're good. But the one that I didn't include because it was a high ratio is later, and we did include that one.
Thank you, Rudy. Yeah, it's a cool cover, and then I could see like Mel was saying, like not a lot of people were ordering this. I remember like one person was ordering this book when came out. So yeah.
All right, very good. So guys, we have a couple slides left. Let's keep cruising before we wrap it up for the night. If you are new to the show, please make sure that you sub up. Rudy, that is an amazing compliment. We appreciate that so much. We try to give you guys good content, good quality content every single Tuesday for Comic Book Women. Thursday, we have another show called Long Story Short, which is hosted by Mr. Longshort and Aaron Yeezy, as you guys would know him. And then Friday is our Nearing Nirvana show. That one's just kind of chill, but it's always good. It's always valuable. Jen, what's up next?
This is Secret Empire Brave New World #1 from 2017. 1 for 25. This is the Chris Samnee. Samnee. Yeah. And I liked it because to me it reminded me of the Serpent Crown because of the serpents, but yeah. Go ahead.
Sarah, you're up.
It's great. No, I was thinking about the same thing too. If y'all don't know, check out the Serpent Crown story. Atlanteans are deep. Kind of again, check out a rewind about the Celestials, Atlanteans, and Celestials. Two peas in a pod. Cool. That's what this cover reminded me of, was that story on I think it's Fantastic Four #4. Is that right, Jen? The Serpent Crown?
Oh, Serpent Crown, there's a lot of different stories.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this cover's all right. I love the way that the snakes are kind of drawn. I don't love how he's drawn, but if you really love it, you could get a raw comic for about $40. The raw comic sale average was $39.89, and so it's all right. I don't know, not super impressed.
Was this like because it's a variant, right? Is this a ratio?
Yeah, it's a one for 25.
Okay, so that's why it's at that price. Whatever with the cover, I guess. I don't think it should be a 1 out of 25. And not a lot of these were. I don't remember seeing this cover. I know the store where I worked at, they never ordered that many of these. So, hey, yeah. Laura, where'd she go? Okay, let's go for the next one.
Okay. This is the.
Now I'm pressing her buttons. We can't hear you, Laura. You're on mute.
Sorry, we were on a Whatnot show in the other room, and now hopefully their Whatnot viewers are going to come into the channel. So, guys, if you were just on Whatnot, make sure you say hi. Next slide. Well done, Lucy.
You're welcome.
So this one, it's listed in different areas as different things. Because again, when I look for a book, I try to go to different places, and I was like, "What the? I can't find it." So if you're looking for this, it's either Defenders Namor or Namor the Best Defense. Number one from 2018, 2019. So this is the Chris Stevens 1:50 ratio.
Really? A 1 in 50? I wouldn't have. Okay. Sarah?
Yeah, I was like, ew, 1 in 50, huh?
It's holding ratio technically. I mean, if it's selling for 50, 60, that's not bad.
Yeah, I don't know, like, with the sharks. And it kind of looks just like, kind of like a typical underwater scene. I don't see anything special about this one. So, Haley?
I also agree. We see a raw comic sale average for $50.60, and then the last recorded sale going for almost $60. I am definitely not talking $60 on this comic.
First, I want to say welcome to the people that just came from Whatnot, from Vert City Comics at Live. Thank you for joining us, guys.
It was another stream. Anthony was on. I don't know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, again, I don't think this one should be 1 out of 50. Sometimes I feel like Marvel, they pick those random covers like to be 1 out of 50. I don't think it's worth of. I'm sure they could have done better for one to be that. And yeah, I wouldn't pay $50 for this cover. I still for $50, I guess. But I mean, yeah, it is. Hello, welcome, Renato Cortez. Lucifer Sharks. The doy. Excuse me, Mr. Dr. Dorka. Yes.
Guys, if you are just joining, I saw a nice little spike there. Mello sent you over. Welcome into Nearing Nirvana. If you're not familiar with our channel, we are an all-female podcast that goes live every Tuesday, and we do a market report. Cover Price is our sponsors, so that's where we get all of our data, and we cover a different character or artist, some sort of creator from the industry that's relevant to the times. And after San Diego's Comic-Con and the Black Panther trailer, we decided that Namor was the one to kind of go through. So if you missed the show, go back. We start with the first appearance and kind of work our way across the board. Jen did a fantastic job in kind of narrowing down the incredible amount of covers. We know, Jen, there was a lot.
We'll probably have to do part 2 and probably part 3, probably part 4. But I really like the 1:25 ratio, but I popped it off because we're just too many. It's too many. So, and actually, this next one, I had it off, but then when Lucy's like, "Oh, Mel," I'm like, "Okay, I'll put it back on. Will be 16 sides instead of 15 sides." And actually, I do like. Oh,
we always try to keep to an hour, guys. But yeah, give us a sub. We go live on Tuesdays. We are here on Thursday. Well, another show for our channel is on Thursday, then every Friday. And we go right before the House of Stein's Hot 10. So we'll redirect you to that when we're finished. So yeah, give us a sub. Check us out and encourage your wives, girlfriends, daughters, sisters to come and check us out as well. Females are a force in this industry, and we are here, and we want everyone out there to feel welcome.
And technically, our show is really good. I probably shouldn't say this, but
our show's so great.
Fast forward, and you get the screenshots of the price. So that way, when you're shopping on Whatnot, you go, "Oh, is this under what it's going for? Cool, it's a good deal." Because that's what I did for some other shows, but sometimes they don't have slides, and you're like, "What does that book look like? When's it from?
Yeah,
what?" So this way, just go through. Oh, screenshot.
I've used our shows before too, just like going back even through before I joined. That's how I'd be like.
I could have done that this weekend, and
go back and reference it. We try to keep the material as evergreen as possible. So yeah, let's keep going. Next up, this is the end of the show though, so hopefully
There's 2 more.
You guys can go back and watch, but here we go.
Ooh.
So this is also Defenders Namor or Namor the Best Defense, depending on what site has it. Number 1 from 2018. But this is the Mike Mignola for the 1 in 200. So this is Lucy said that Mel was like, it's like who's ordering 200 Defenders of Namor or Best Defense Namor.
Sarah, you're up.
I mean, the story is kind of, again, interesting. Kind of the same. Namor likes to destroy things. Like, if you kind of haven't like followed through history or followed what I've been talking about, he just is, again, going after the surface dwellers because we suck. So, but yeah, I kind of like this cover. Again, look at, we have a flowing cape. It's okay. I like it. We got some fish. Cool.
I
All
love
right.
this cover.
You two are always so juxtapositioned. It works though. Haley, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think I kind of like the muted tones. I like the kind of like vintage styling of it. Like, this is, yes, I love it. And for a raw comic, it goes for $154 average sale. A 9.8 went for $405, and we're seeing $129 for a raw comic. I don't know that I would be paying this much for this cover, but I do really like it. And mostly that just has so much to do with the fact that like Namor is just like not a character that I'm like super know about or have an emotional attachment to. So,
Girls, private chat for me real quick.
Okay, so while we read this, let me see. Okay, so we can continue real quick. Like Haley said, I really like this cover. I would have loved if it was one out of 200, it would have been so much better if the big old letters, they were not in the middle of the cover. It would have made it a lot better and worth the 200, like being 1 out of 200. Again, the price, like sometimes Marvel either could do really good or picking the incentive, the ratio ones, and sometimes it's just kind of like they mess it up. But
this is
it is
Hellboy.
Yeah, it looks, I really like the cover. I like the cape too. It gives that red, it gives that pop of that green, like a different, it just looks awesome. I really like the cover. I just wish the name was not there, and I'm not going to pronounce it either because
what's going on?
All right, so in a second here, we're going to have a couple little special guests. Here they are. Perfect timing.
Hey.
Hey guys.
How are we, ladies?
Hello.
Good to see you. Welcome into Nearing Nerdvana. Guys, you already know Anthony. He's our sponsor, our retailer sponsor. And Mello, do you want to introduce yourself to the audience?
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Mello for Prez. I'm on Whatnot. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. You can check me out. I am a local comic friend, comic seller. We jump up at the cons, part of the Beachside Gang. One of the hype guys from the Whatnot crew. You guys have probably seen us at the cons having a lot of fun, and we like to bring that to chat. So.
No, Mello, I have not seen you at the cons having a lot of fun because I wasn't at the con. I was here taking care of kids. So
I saw that epic badge you got though.
Thanks. Yeah, that was like salt on the wounds. He's all, look, I got you a pin. Really?
As soon as he showed me that, I was like, immediately, she is a diehard for the con. She is so jealous that he is there right now. Why is she not yelling at him?
We were all jealous.
Absolutely. Yeah, watching all the videos, just like silent cries.
Yeah, what did you think of all those? Haley, I sent you a bunch of videos and pictures. Like, what were you thinking?
I was just like, screw this guy, screw this. No, I'm just kidding.
Erase.
No, it was awesome. I was like living vicariously. It was like they're popping up on my phone. It's my Saturday, and I'm like, wow, that looks like tons of fun.
So we didn't mean to bust in on you guys, but we were having fun. Mello and I were on Whatnot hanging out, and I was like, let's get on the girl show and just mess with them for a second. But if you guys got a couple minutes, can we talk San Diego?
Please do.
Well, I guess.
Love to hear it.
Okay, so I don't know if Haley, you've seen this one yet. You probably have, but I did a video from my Lyft car getting into the building all the way to my booth, how long it took and what it took. was nuts. It was a 14-minute video from beginning to end.
You're not going to play that.
Send this to me.
Wow.
I did it as a live, and I didn't know what to do with this, so I just ended it. So wait, but check it out. So like, I'm walking, and I'm recording. I had it on my forehead, and I'm like stiff arming kids, like I'm gonna be late. And this kid's like, Daddy, can I get?
I'm pulling that back up on Bird City. We're posting that. Like, I need to see that.
Oh man.
I was calling this lady out because she was walking, then she just stops and she's like, looks. I'm like, dude, put on your blinker and pull over like a normal person.
Yeah.
And then I get there and I get all set up and I'm all razzled, and then the beachside crew comes running in with their 1,000,000 gallons of energy. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Wait, I want to know a little bit about Mello here. So you stream on Whatnot. You're wearing the Whatnot tee. Do you have the Whatnot plush? What's it called? A Whatty or something?
What?
The Whatty? The Whatty Buddy?
Oh, that thing's like in high demand, Haley. People
really? I did not know it existed. Wow.
All right. So wait, does Laura need one?
No.
Yes. Yes.
It's going to Laura.
I will take it. I will take it.
Of course.
That's awesome.
I could probably get you I could probably
one, so we'll see.
Fill you up with a good so you don't feel too left out in the pin area, but I'll hook you up with the Whatty Buddy official Whatnot pin.
That's adorable.
I had a few extra of these, so you can go ahead and pin it on his chest, and that'll be like the most official Whatty you've ever had.
Okay, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, you didn't even need an introduction. Everybody in the chat already knows who you are.
We got all our guys here. We got Mighty Mel. We got Rudy. I'm glad you guys showed up from Whatnot. Thank you guys for showing up on YouTube. This is where a lot of the fun happens, as I see Drunken Chat gets crazy. And I heard about the all women stream. I absolutely love it. I love the initiative that like Grimm has going with all the women artists and everything. And I heard Mama was here and everything. I was like, this is so cool. So it's awesome that you guys do this and have this kind of spec group. I totally wish my wife could nerd out with the Nirvana crew.
Bring her on.
You guys do it here.
Bring her on.
She would be ready to start talking about the other aspects of maybe Whatnot and selling like a vintage and thrift or something like that, or estate sales or something.
Awesome. Hey, bring her. She's welcome anytime.
And that's why I brought her on. He's like, my wife needs a good entry point. And I was like, dude, my wife, all female podcast. She's
going to be in New York. She's going to come to New York Comic Con. I'm making her.
Laura,
Haley and I are going to be there. Yeah.
That sounds so awesome. We all got to collaborate. I would love to do like a team stream or something like that. Would be so cool.
Wait, Remo says I sound nasally.
Yeah, you do. Are you getting cold?
No, this is my sexy voice.
Yeah, he just means sexy. Yeah, you sound sexy.
I broke it out. What's up?
His YouTube voice is way better than that Whatnot voice. That's got the filter on it with a little bit of bass.
You know what it was? Is I turned up the gain on my mic. Let me turn it down. I probably sound all deep and extra.
You did sound like very sensual. Yeah, it was like it's seducing me a little bit with that voice, man.
I didn't get sick.
Yeah, he is.
I don't think so. We'll find out in a day or two, I guess. I know Greg and all his guys were getting like itchy throats like super last minute. So
I'm so glad I didn't get sick. I got the con cough after Dallas, but not this time.
You know what? My immune system is crazy good. I mean,
vitamin C.
Lucy knows us Latinos. We eat dog meat tacos.
Oh my gosh, Anthony!
No, it's all that spicy food. It's all the spicy food, all those peppers and the toxins that get cleaned out of you. It's insane. My dad, he's like, "Oh, you don't feel good? I'll make like jalapeno enchiladas or something." I'm like,
"There you go."
Okay. Anaheim peppers, all that stuff. Yeah.
So Mello, you were at the Hero House with Ant?
Yeah.
So I have a tiny complaint.
What's that?
I think we got to up the female numbers at these events.
Absolutely.
There needs to be more girls going to these parties. Right? We were talking about this afterwards. There were two.
Okay, we need more.
We had Skeleton Key. We had Danielle Nerdy Girl.
Yeah.
We had there was another there were a couple other in Funko.
Adam's wife was there. Tyler
Kirkham's wife was there. That's true.
Yeah, and there was Beachside's wife was there. But there were some Funko sellers.
I think I offended Rudy though. We don't eat dog meat tacos on full-fledged Mexican. Okay. Two things.
I'm
crazy. Just saying. If you knew you were eating dog meat tacos, would you eat dog meat tacos? And tell me you've never eaten from a questionable taco.
How is that helping your case?
Do I get fire sauce?
Tacos. Those are my favorite.
You're in
Legit.
Rocky
Fire
Point
sauce.
and you had a rough
Hot
night and the
tacos.
taco truck guy is there and you're gonna go up to him and be like, "Is this Angus USDA choice carne asada?"
Oh,
That's
absolutely not. You're just ordering whatever is off that truck.
what I'm saying. That's
There
all I'm
are some
saying.
taco trucks.
That
out there
dude would have made $1
somewhere.
million outside of SDCC. Okay,
Oh, can you even imagine?
everybody
that-
would have been there.
I love it.
Yeah, we want to go to some of these. We want to go to some of these parties. The girls. I mean, Jen's like our Yoda. If you haven't been following her, she's amazing. She knows everything. Lucy is the
Yoda's
first.
not somebody that knows everybody. What's a better one for you?
No, knows everything. Not everybody knows everything. And
That's
then
what I'm saying.
Lucy is our first lady of drunken chat. That's how she's kind of
Okay.
known. Yeah, and then
Okay.
Sarah's our newly brought on. Well, one of our 2 newly brought on members, and she
I
is like.
saw Sarah in Mama's comic
She's
stream. She was auctioning stuff off that night. I remember. I
Yeah,
know Sarah.
she's
It's like the
awesome.
female version of Anchorman.
She knows her shit, man. And then Haley is our another wonderful new addition that we just got on, and her and I will be in New York Comic Con together. So
Yes, we will.
That's so cool.
Haley's
So now that
awesome.
I know that Laura, the Miss Bird City, and Haley, Shy Comic Girl, are you on Whatnot or Instagram, or where do you primarily perform off of?
I am on Instagram and YouTube. I don't do Whatnot. I'm not a seller. I'm just more of like a comic lover,
Speculator. That's awesome. Yeah,
a
that's great.
collector.
a
Yeah.
collector. I'll also
Collector
be
and
at
dropping
C2
knowledge.
E2 if you are also going to C2E2. I don't know.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
I'll be there. We're the beachside gang. We're
Yeah.
the con
Yeah.
crew.
You will
We're
see
there
there
to be there.
Jen, Sarah, and Haley as C2, right?
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Can
Awesome,
we
guys.
do one slide with you guys? I want to see what you're talking about. Show Mello how
I was
you guys-
watching. I was
you
sitting
wanna
here
just
watching. I
participate?
couldn't believe it.
well, because I always tell people you guys have like a very well put together stream. It's not just I don't want to.
All right, so we already talked about this a little bit, but this is the 1 in 200. Taylor, what is your take on this cover?
So, I am a huge Namor fighter. I don't want him to come in and have his old spiel of the villain and have the classic over to the Wakandian leader and do all that. But if we're gonna talk about anybody of the Wakandian crew, I love Namor and I think it's gonna all do good, but I'm really big on Moon Girl right now. I think the collaboration between the whole Wakandian crew and everything is really gonna make an awesome collaboration to the Secret Wars, Secret Invasion with all that stuff.
What
So-
what did you say at my booth when you came and saw the Moon Girl I did?
Oh, I freaked out, man. That was going that was
Well, what
going
your
the
Moon
yeah.
Girl say?
What's that?
What was your Moon Girl say?
Okay.
He
So
saw
this
it and
is,
he's like right here.
Beachside has been feeding me on this Moon Girl as well, but FF19, you can go catch that copy. It's a low print. Maybe check your LCS if you're out in the middle of nowhere or something like that. But FF19, there is a secret. The key spec for it is there's a Wakandian engineer that has a partner that's a technician that's on the cover of that, and I forget the name right off the top of my head. But that FF19 leaks that there's a Wakandian technician. Wakandian engineer, and there's only one of the Wakandian crew that's smart, intelligent, and uses technician, robotics, all that, and that's Moon Girl.
Yeah, she's
So-
actually on that character you're talking about. I think it starts. It's ONOKO. I'm not
Noko?
positive, but like,
Yeah, I think that's what the name is in the key for that specific issue. Yeah.
it just says FF, and you'll see the FF kids on like a rhino.
Honestly, it reminds me if you guys used to watch like Eliza Thornberry when you were younger.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. That's the cover right there. Just imagine her on the back of like an elephant or something.
ME. Oops.
Oh, I need to see this.
Anome.
Yeah, I spelled it.
There we
wrong.
go. Aunt, what's? Oh wait, we lost. Wait, no, we didn't. Aunt, you're down there. What is your take on this cover, Aunt? Let me move you guys around.
It's pretty. It's green.
It's a 1 in 200, Aunt.
It's green. It's well. Okay, so 1 in 200 throws me off, guys, because you guys are talking regular AB covers that takes 200 to get here. So what's happening? Is there a key in this book that made the print run push it out to warrant a ratio that high?
Jen, Key,
Jen.
Jen.
I mean, 200. I mean, this wasn't happening in a time where I think that would warrant it. It's not like it was
Kind of weird, right?
the bouncing off of like a new arc that was going to lead to the budget. Like it was.
Oh, so this is the hidden gem edition.
Right.
Okay.
Because you guys are talking
So
about
you
a
got-
$300 investment to get a 1 in 200 because you got to buy
Yeah.
200 copies.
Yeah.
Magnolia art, not huge. He doesn't do a lot of these variants, and when he does do a lot, it is a higher ratio. So that's definitely where the value sits. It's a hidden gem variant. So I mean, if you're gonna talk about these kind of books, we need to start. Obviously, we have First Lady of Drunken Chat Son in here dropping these crazy 1 in 200s, 1 in 500s. I know Ant previewed a 1 in 1000. So I wouldn't sleep on the 1 in 200s. You know, a lot of LCSs aren't getting stuff in like the best defense books and stuff like that. So I definitely see where the value sits with that.
Probably what, Midtown, Graham Cracker Comics. Maybe.
Yeah, it's got to be people with big pool boxes, big pool
Yeah.
box places.
Like my comic
My
shop,
comic
maybe.
shop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what makes it cool is there's probably not a lot of these out in the wild either. So
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, Lucy was talking about that earlier about how she did have this brought up by Mel. Lucy,
Mel,
right?
yeah, Mel. See, he said that
Yeah.
this one's a ghost because they have not ordered. People didn't really order like 200 of these.
well, I mean, what
So
what
it was
person
kind
has
of
Namor on their pool box?
Yeah,
People who have
but
it,
see,
I'm sure.
but then
Well, you
There's
know what I'm
some.
saying though, but not enough to warrant a lot of these being out in the wild. It was like that Bad Girl.
No.
It's a number
23
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember Middleton dropped the Bad Girl 23, and people were going nuts. It's because nobody has Bad Girl on their pool box. Nobody
I did.
cares.
It's yeah.
I have it right here.
Jen did. I have it and I own it. Let's keep moving. Next up, if you guys need to go, let me know. But I'm trying to keep you guys. What do you have, Lucy?
There it is.
Oh,
That's
wow.
iconic
That is
Middleton, baby.
gorgeous. I love
I never
Middleton.
forgot that. The guy goes, not
I
a lot
love
of
the
people have
white
Bad
on
Girl on
it.
their pool box. They don't
I
exist.
did. I did.
I
Well,
do.
It's funny because I kept.
Oh my gosh, she has it.
Oh my god, wait, the Eliza Thornberry thing is so spot
That's
on.
it,
Oh my
right?
God.
Exactly.
Wow, Sarah. That's my girl.
That's it.
Like,
That's a
picked this up.
Jonathan Hickman. Yep, that's a Jonathan
And
Hickman.
it's the
That's
Hickman
another one right
run.
there.
I love
Yep.
Hickman.
How did you just have that handy next to you, by the way?
Because
That is
she's a key
awesome.
master. That's why they call her the Sheet Geek. Look at
This
that.
is what
That's
we
why she was
do,
on Mama's
and
screen.
See my
That's slut.
Sure.
my pickup from my super secret flea marketplace.
Yep.
super secret.
Is it a super? Is it the place that's in the suburbs?
No.
We have to go north.
She ain't gonna tell you.
She,
Alright.
yeah, she ain't leaking this one.
Are you
You find
kidding
stuff
me?
like that, you don't tell people about that.
Iggy's new nickname is
Fine.
Slut.
To Wisconsin,
I'm gonna
like,
be DMing Sarah, being like, "You can tell me. You can."
I'll tell you. Nobody else.
What was that flea market place you were talking about?
Right? You flying in from Wisconsin?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly in too. All right, next cover we got, guys. We're at about 64 viewers right now. If you haven't already, please give the show a sub and a thumbs up. We kind of got like guy bomb tonight. We got Mello from Prez here with us, and
We'll
Ant
stick around
at
for
Varsity
one
Go.
more slide. We'll stick around for one more slide.
This is
and
the
then
last one, I
I
think.
gotta get back to work anyway.
So
Here we go.
Oh, the Alex
because
Ross.
we like to care, like whenever you watch our show, we'll cover the keys and the expensive stuff, but we try to like pepper in the more affordable stuff. So this is
Yeah.
Empire Fallout. That's like 4 number 1, Alex Ross 2020.
Gotta love these Ross covers. He had an epic booth at SDCC. You
Yeah,
saw
he
his
did.
name everywhere at that place.
Yeah, you did.
Well,
This
Mello,
is-
you're next in line, so we go down the line. You got to give me your take on this book.
I'm huge. I got my Punisher. I got my Timeless variant on the Punisher for this as well. I'm huge on the Timeless run. So, and I'm huge with Alex Ross. I loved a lot of his work. This, honestly, with the white background cover and being that it's Alex Ross, $63 for a 9.8 seems a little low for that. I mean, it'd be a good buy to take in on that. Alex Ross is definitely, I would say, considerable in top artists.
You know what I call these covers? I call these evergreen. It's been like a thing. I got that term from Jen Bartel, and it's true because it captures the character, it captures the ambiance of the character, but you're not contingent on the storyline. You can just slab the shit and put it on the wall, and then there you go. You got your Namor cover. But Alex Ross is amazing anyway, so I'm definitely biased. Sarah, what about you?
Yeah, I love a classic Alex Ross cover. I mean, like, I think this is just what Namor is. He's, strong. He's got the eyebrows.
The eyebrows.
The widow's peak. I just love this, this detailed, stoic, classic Alex Ross cover. You can't say anything more or less about it.
I agree with Sarah. I feel like these Alex Ross covers are kind of hit or miss for me. which I feel like this is just going to get me shunned out of this panel. But I have quite a few. I have like the Scarlet Witch, Captain Marvel, and so I do like them. But then sometimes the characterization of them, I'm like, do I love it? But the raw average sale went for about $640, or you could get a 9.8 for $63. So like Mello said, pretty good place to like actually pick it up at a price point. But I don't know if I would be picking this one up. I mean, for $6.40, I would. But
if you had me looking for a Namor spec and this was sitting on an LCS wall for that kind of price, I wouldn't really specifically hunt for it online. But $63 and a 9.8 isn't bad on this.
Yeah.
The white covers are hard to find without those dings on it, or
They're
you get that.
so hard.
Yeah, get the rubbing on it. I mean, Mama put up that Batgirl. I mean, in a 9.8 with that white background as well. I mean, those are hard to come across. So.
Ant, you're up.
Laura, I'm gonna do something really bad.
Oh, I hate it.
This sounds typical.
As your wife, I hate it when you start sentences that way.
I didn't have a giveaway for this show, and you guys know
You
Theo
didn't?
Anthony,
Because we were banking on it.
Theo Anthony does it big. You
Okay.
got the Alex Ross goodness, okay? And I thought, I got an Alex Ross book that I didn't put up that's just been sitting in a box. How about this Alex Ross Punisher 1 in 200?
How about
Wow.
Wow. Where's
Seriously?
Beachside Hobbies? This is a Punisher gem right here, guys.
You're going to give it away?
Yeah, are you sure?
Are you sure?
I want to look it up to make sure. Guys, this is on average, $170, $180 book.
Jen's like, as your not wife, are you sure this is what you want to do?
I can enter in this. Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
I can't take it away now, and you got almost 60 live viewers on the show.
Okay,
You guys have,
so I'm gonna do this.
how
real
about
quick.
we do it this way?
Hold on.
Let's keep it fair. How about we do it as a super
Hold on.
chat giveaway, guys? Even
Oh,
if you only
okay.
drop 99 cents in, you qualify for the giveaway.
We have 3 super chats so far. We have Nimesh, we have Bruce, and we have Red Hood.
Make a little will and
Guys.
super
Okay,
chat giveaway, guys,
so
Yeah.
This is a big
whoever
time
does
constraint.
50, since they have done 50, 3 other names go in there. Is that okay? If I put 3 times their name, since
it's
they put
for you girls. You guys do
Sure.
what you
3
want to do.
and 2.
It's
Okay.
whatever you want to do, Lucy. There's no rules. This is comic book women.
One
It's
is
our
a
prerogative.
timeless variant chat. Like if you aren't paying the chance to get in for this, is all like I'm looking at it right now, $175 asking right now. This is crazy. The sketch virgin variant, timeless variant. Like come
Yeah,
on.
I was going through boxes of stuff that I hadn't posted yet, and this has been sitting in there.
I'm
You like
actually
Alex.
shocked.
Yeah,
he-
this is crazy.
This is what he does, Mello.
Because I went on Mello show and gave away some stuff too.
Oh,
He
my
pops into
gosh.
shows and he just gives away stuff, but that's like so. Yeah, guys, even $1. Mojo Quid, you are playing the game right. Just $1 to the
$1,
show,
guys.
and you're in.
Rob's Comics,
Okay.
appreciate that. Rudy, appreciate it. Let's go.
Lucy's gonna keep track.
Yeah, I got it.
And
What
guys,
is-
just
Awesome,
keep in mind,
awesome.
anything you guys donate, the girls put back into the show. They keep the stream going. They probably upgrade their equipment. So I'm gonna give away cool stuff when I can. And if I do a super chat giveaway, it's so that the girls can keep growing this thing that they do, which is amazing.
I reinvest in these drinks that I drink during the show. So
I was gonna say
Thank you,
someone's
bro.
got to invest in coffee to keep these girls up so
Yeah.
late. It's like
Yes.
11:30 on the East Coast over here. You guys are up.
wait, where are
doing
you
it
at?
big.
Where are you at? You're in New York?
Central Florida.
Oh,
Mellow
Oh,
for
you're
Prez, the
Florida.
beach. We're right on the beach. I literally can sneeze and I roll onto the.
You can see it in the background.
Ooh.
Oh, we got the whole box in from CGC, all 9/8.
Love
Chad
it.
saying I'm down for whatever.
If you guys
That's
want to
what's
just
up,
like
Chad.
send one to me, you know, as like a
You want my
belated birthday gift.
9.6 that puts me off? I'll send that one too.
Absolutely, I do want that 9.6.
I wish I could show my I can't pull my camera enough because we're also going to run a giveaway. I'm shameless plug. We're doing a 8 Billion Genies 9.8 giveaway. I don't know what the term is yet. I was working on the graphics on my computer. But
Jay
it's gonna be a
Orlando, my
giveaway.
guy from Whatnot, coming all the
Yeah,
way
we
over to
definitely need
YouTube.
to
We
talk about
appreciate
this.
you.
Yeah, he hopped in. He said that.
Before we do it, Haley, I'm going to reach out to you. We're going to set the parameters and get it all done right. Yes. I told Laura, I'm working on the graphics right now. I was going to send it all to you and we'll plan it.
Perfect.
the right way.
Yeah,
It won't
Haley,
be
I'll
you
speak
jumping
with
on-
our publicist, please.
it
Mello,
won't be
we
you
did
jumping
say
on camera
hi.
going 200,
Okay.
200. I won't do that. I promise.
We gave Jason a shout out because a couple people
Oh,
hopped in.
okay,
They're like,
awesome.
Mello sent us, so
I
we
saw
made
he
sure.
just got into the giveaway. This is a smart man. This is why I tell Jason to go to the places he goes because
There
he
you
gets in on the deals. That's
Oh
awesome.
my gosh. Guys, again, if you're just joining, we're at a little over 60. Anthony's giving away a 1-in. Was it a 200?
200 Punisher not Archer. I'm sorry, Ross. Because you
Alex
guys heard
Ross
Ross, the
timeless
name,
variant, guys.
yeah.
This is a timeless Alex Ross both in the set. You know about timeless. You know the speculation with the third character in that, and I'm a big timeless fan. I got all my copies over there. I got the first print cover A, second print. I'm all for it.
Mello, what do they have to do to be in the running?
I believe they just have to get in on that super chat. I think it's 99 cents, right?
99 cents gets you in. So go to
Wow.
town, guys.
Wait,
Tell
let me
you
make
this.
my money back. Topo Chico.
Oh,
All right. Jen, what do we have coming up next here?
So, tentative release of October 12th. It's his new series coming out. These are the 3 covers that I think I got the 3rd cover from the writer's Twitter. So always follow those writers and artists. Some things you won't find on previous worlds.
For
So,
sure. Yeah.
Those are I like that one for the very right. That's like my kind of art. I like that.
Really?
All right.
Why?
Yeah. I just like it with the border and the the more detailed creases to the muscle tone and everything like that. I enjoy that kind of like old look.
Golden Age, Silver Age type stuff.
That makes me feel good
Yeah.
about myself. Decreases to the muscle tone. Or don't laugh, god damn it.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing.
It's
That's
It's the
Hey,
beard
yes,
that makes
Chad.
up for it.
8 billion genies just sold. Buy it now. Not my book for $8.99, Laura. These are going higher.
that's insane, man. Like
That's awesome.
I don't even know. Isn't that crazy, Mello? It's like one morning we woke up and Ant's like, something's happening. We're like, what's happening? And thank God Phil from Vintage Toys was like, hey guys, it got optioned. And they sold out within, I think, under 2 minutes. And they had been sitting on our site for like weeks.
You
Since
said
8.
Phil Vintage Toys and Comics?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Phil. He did that
He's
traveling
amazing.
thing. That's so awesome. Yeah,
Yes.
that's great that Phil was in on that. You know, Ninth Wonder let me know about Trish and Bird and how you guys did this, all those gradings and did the Mario homage. And that's really like when Ninth was at Dallas, dropping those 8 billion genies and putting those homages up in the buy it now for $80 to $100. I was stupid not to buy one, and I just heard Ninth raving about it, and he's like, "You guys, I'm going to tell you now, you better get in on this book." 9.8. Now it's up to what'd you say, $8.99?
$8.99. Somebody just
Trish,
closed
you
one out there.
absolutely killed it. That's awesome.
Yeah, and thank you for saying that because Trish was actually nominated during San Diego Comic-Con for Stray Dogs for an Eisner Award. They did not win, but she's amazing.
Did
The
Laura
And
see what I
recognition,
did?
yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
I got my
Mama with
copy,
the
guys.
heat.
I need
Thank
my
you, guys.
copy.
Did Laura tell you guys what I did? I kind of trolled Laura a little bit.
kind of.
I called
my
her in San
goodness.
Diego and I said, "Look, babe, don't get mad. I gotta go have dinner with this lady. Just her and I are gonna go to dinner." And she's like,
Yeah,
"What?
Mello.
What?"
How would you?
It was Trish.
How would
Would
you feel if you got invited and you didn't go?
This is
'Cause
like
you were walking around
Harley
with
Quinn
900
cosplay
books.
2.0.
Right?
Van's like, "You want to come out to lunch with me and Trish?" And I'm like,
And
and
Tony.
he's like, "Yeah, Trish Forrester, we're going out with her." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. So you guys are just taking out a quick lunch and some drinks." And I was sitting there. I was literally like this. I was backpack on the front. I had another backpack on the back. I had my Woody in my ear like this, and I had like 8 bags with me carrying it outside of the con.
My
Which, by the
Woody.
way, I got this sweet backpack that I got signed
he
by
got
Rose
the
Besh,
hex bag,
Ryan.
Laura, like I have.
I got
Oh,
the Jim Lee
sick.
backpack with.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
had,
Is that the Jim Lee backpack or
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Let me turn
cool.
off. I guess I can't.
Ant
turn
has
my
the
blur
same
off
one,
either.
but he has like the blue.
I got the
But I
got
edition with the blue scan.
Maria Wolf. I got Ryan Otley and then Rose
That's
Besh
cool.
to sign it.
What a
Rose
great
Besh is
idea.
like one of my favorite. I got
To
Otley
sign your bags.
to sign the hat too. So
Dude, I
Might as
want
well
a
draw it.
hat. I want one of those hats.
That's what
Oh,
I'm saying.
these
They,
what-
they should sell all this stuff, don't you think? Like they can make Well, maybe that's what makes it so valuable, though, is that they
San
don't sell
Diego.
it.
Yeah, they're gonna make
That's
like
pretty awesome.
variant stuff to it. So I bet the next one will be like a yellow Whatnot hat with a black logo or something
what's
like
funny
that.
is
You know
that
how Whatnot does that.
Jack was there. Jack DeMayo's walking around, right? And
Let me
he's
throw it
got
on
his
there.
Whatnot hat on. He's got his Whatnot shirt on. He's got black and yellow Jordans. And I was like, I like your guys' color scheme. And he kind of looked at me and then he realized he said it and he started laughing and walked away. He's like, okay, I see what you did there.
You were black and yellow since you were a kid.
That's me.
That's what he's always
So
been.
you played that song? All right. You know what it is. Yeah,
Mhm.
We were all thinking it. Taylor Gang, yep.
All right, we're about done, guys. That's almost it for us. But really quickly, before we let you guys go, I'm going to give you about 2 minutes here to get into this running. Anthony is giving away an Alex Ross 1 in 200, and all you have to do is donate $1 to the show. We promise you, it all goes back to our production. It goes back to either our mics or upgrading the streams or whatever, or giveaways, one of the two. So make sure that you guys are participating. We'll give you guys. What do you think, Lucy? Give him a minute.
Yeah, give him a minute.
I'll be
You guys have 1 minute.
Minute to win it.
In the
Chat.
meantime,
Come on.
come on, you guys. $1 to get in the running. In the meantime, thank you to Cover Price. They are our sponsors of the show. Matt DeVoe is a friend of the channel. Use code Nirvana14 for 30 days. Oh, Matt, I was just talking about you. That's so weird. I didn't know he was here. Anyway, use code Nirvana14 for 30 days of unlimited membership for only 99 cents. Bird City Comics, they are our sponsors. I am not biased, but they're amazing. Best retailer in the game.
Hey, baby, you want to go out to dinner with me tonight? Forget these kids.
Yes, please. I'm in. I'm in. Again, use code Nirvana if you buy any of their exclusives. That's what we deal with predominantly. So yeah, head over to the site and check it out.
And remember, if anybody drops $100 bill, I will do an upside down wall twerk.
No, you won't. We're not doing that again.
That's happened before, Mello, just so you know.
That has happened.
I mean, I do some crazy things for a super chat that big.
You make me holler for $1, people. Let's go.
All right, comment. Jen, you can't participate in our own giveaway.
Oh my god!
I had to reset my password.
That's great.
I had to reset my whole entire. It took me the whole entire time you guys were talking. I'm like, can't reset my password.
Jen,
200 chat. She had to get in. She knows
should
it's
have.
timeless
You should
variant.
have had your sister or
wow,
Brit.
Mrs. Pure. I don't see what's wrong with this cover. Jen just entered the contest.
I'm not
Jen
clicking the button for the giveaway though. So
Jen actually put the entry in for Mama's little one right there since she's just hanging out. So that will go to Mama if it
Mariah's entering.
I know. Look at that little cutie.
Right.
All right, Lucy, go ahead and let's spin it.
All right,
Okay.
take me down.
Let's
I'm
do it.
feeling like Jen. I'm
Hold on.
getting anxiety. Take me down.
Spin it
big-
already,
sorry,
chat. You
sorry.
better get your chance. They're closing it up. We're like 45
One.
seconds. You got like 5-10 seconds in. Get in.
Five.
Get
it's so hard when
Four.
you don't remember your password
3,
to like reset it.
2.
in.
You ready?
Chat said hello, human resources.
Okay, let's do this.
Here we go.
Okay. This is for the win. And all you guys have to do is direct message Bird City Comics and we'll take care of it from there.
I'll top load it too. Check it out.
I think this is one of Mello's people.
Linger style. Look at that. Let's
Is
hear
that one of
it.
your guys, Mello?
Not from. I don't recognize that.
I don't
Whatnot
recognize
name.
it either, though. I think it's one
We
of your
have a
people.
different YouTube name here.
Yeah,
I don't-
Someone got exposed with their
new,
YouTube
so
name
yeah,
from
there he
2003.
Liger, I gotta know, did you come from Mello? Tell us yes or no. I've never seen you, I don't think, on the show before. So I think you are a Mello guy. So
But
let us
now
know.
that you've won, they need to go sub the channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's easy. You sub, you like, you follow what's going on. It's easy, chat.
They're all rigged. Dude, yeah, I don't recognize him either. I think he's new. Liger, I'm pretty
Liger.
sure you came from Mello.
Liger, are you a bot? These
We'll
bots follow
see.
me from
No, he's a
Whatnot,
long
guys.
time listener. Remo said.
Oh, awesome. That's
Ah.
great, Liger.
Looter though, like you're looter.
But maybe he doesn't comment as much. That's why.
Maybe
Hey,
the
yeah.
liger is his favorite animal, bred for its magic. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Liger, you know the drill. Direct message Anthony at Bird City Comics on
I'm
Instagram.
on Drunk Chat, he says.
Oh,
Awesome.
okay. Okay.
That's
All
what's
right.
up.
Well, Mello's gonna join me on Jerk and Chat on Friday. We're gonna bomb that too, like we did your guys.
We will
I'll
not
be
be
there.
here Friday, and we'll be in California.
then I'll be driving the car on Drunken Chat.
Oh,
So wait,
geez.
listen. You're going to California the weekend the SDCC is not there. Oh my
Yes, actually, I'm going to Warner Brothers
planned the wrong-
Studios.
You planned the wrong weekend.
My
I
daughter's like,
know.
my daughter's like,
I
Dad,
know.
we're gonna go to the largest Barnes and Noble in the West Coast. I'm like, sweet.
Yeah.
Rob, I had
More-
you twice.
That,
All right.
that sounds like the biggest Starbucks store to me.
For real.
Before we go, Mello, I want you to actually we'll end with you. Aunt, where can they find you?
At your mama's house? No, I'm
Oh my
joking.
God, really?
Um,
Really? That's
No,
actually
you find
kind of
me
true.
here, Bird City Comics, the Bird Cave at Bird City. Anything you will find me, people. I love talking, talking to the people. Message.
You do love talking.
Well,
Oh,
I'm gonna go talk,
I
I'm gonna
didn't
go
mean
talk
it.
to the pizza guy right now and order. So you better hurry up with this stream.
All right,
Hey.
so Jen's at Comic Aficionado. Anything else, Jen? Anything coming up?
C2E2.
Cool.
See you there.
And I did see a liger one time in Miami Beach has one. It's freaking humongous and they eat lots of food and it was really cool to see.
Wait, you saw a liger?
Yeah,
That's not a thing.
It is. It's where so they had this whole thing about like talking
you,
about
Jen?
the male.
Oh,
Shoot, what is it? Because it's like the male lion and the female lion. There's like a gene in them, right? And I can't remember which one is which, but if they mate with a tiger, then that one becomes big. And then there's one that's like a dwarf. There's like a little dwarf one if the reverse mates. And so this liger, but they said a liger can never wait. What's going on?
Biology. You're talking biology.
yeah, your Liger explanation is
the
on
liger-
point right now. I will
The
agree.
ligers can't exist in the wilderness because they need too much food. So we thought it was humongous. It was kind of scary, but it just eats so much, and it's really cool looking.
I would totally love for that. Let's get that thing live on YouTube.
Liger, just message Bird City Comics on Instagram with the information, and they will send you
A replacement book because I just looked it up on eBay. I'm just joking. No, I'll send you.
There you
Napoleon
go.
Dynamite.
You're
There you
amazing.
go.
Napoleon
Laura.
would be proud.
Our kids are ligers, Laura. I'm the lion, you're the tiger. We really shouldn't be, but we made
Yeah.
beautiful looking, olive skinned half. Yeah, the kids are way pretty. It's ridiculous.
I
you're muted.
can't hear you, Laura. Are you
you
pointing
mute
to Sarah or me?
Are you mute?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Haley, you're up next. Where can
There
they
we go.
find you? Where are you at?
Shy Comic Girl on YouTube and Instagram. I'll be at C2E2 going live and making vlogs with Candace. If you don't know Candace is, you should go follow her on Instagram. She's awesome. And I have been posting, or I posted my first in a Chicago comic store spotlight. So I'm interviewing the owners of the comic stores in Chicago, and my first one was Challengers Comics. So definitely go check that out on my YouTube because
I saw
Patrick
it. It
is
was
amazing.
That's so cool.
It was so
Yeah.
cool.
It's just
It
such
was-
like awesome people who like run the stores here, and Chicago is lucky enough to have so many that are so different that it's like it's really cool to just see like kind of who started them and why.
Very cool, guys. You heard it. Sarah, what about you? What do you have coming up?
I too will be at C2E2 in
Yeah.
2 weeks. So yeah, and I'll be hanging out with Jen and hopefully hanging out with Haley and yeah. it's
Oh
gonna
my
be-
god, I finally get to hang out with you at C2E2.
Yay! Can't
You know,
wait.
Laura, I decided maybe I will go without you to that one too.
I want Laura actually.
Maybe I will.
Laura, please.
Alright.
yes.
I'll
Laura, just
I'll
come.
throw all the
You
woodies
really-
out. I'll give away all the woodies if Ant comes.
Aunt, go.
You really
I'm
wanna
telling
see
you.
the room, huh?
Go.
This is
I
like
think
a-
you should.
Nah, because
All
you
right,
guys
chat,
had
you
too
heard
much.
it.
You
You
come
guys
too.
had too much fun without me when I left. I don't like you guys getting a little too much freedom.
So, Jen, I have these things. Children.
But you have family and friends that could watch them for a few days.
What family? What friends are like, sure, I'll take your kid to high school at 6 in the morning.
Laura, I'll
This
watch
is
them.
cool. Yeah, this
I'll
is
watch
cool.
them. You go. Mello will make
There you
sure you
go.
don't walk down any dark
Yeah,
alleys.
Mello, I'm scared to be in Chicago by myself, first of all.
Oh my god.
You
Okay,
need-
first of
you have
all,
3, 4
Listen,
people
Do you,
there.
do you see that right there? Do you see
nuh-uh.
that right
He's
there?
got the teardrop. He's got the
Yeah.
teardrop.
Nobody will mess with me in Chicago, all right? I'll walk right up and be like, listen, all right?
Damn, Vatos Locos forever,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Salinas.
Like,
We don't mess around. They're gonna
Right.
see Mello
Laura,
and they're
you
gonna see the
cannot mess
Beatside Gang. You see my boys there. You seen Webb? He's like big. What is he? What does he always say he is? He's like Korean, Jamaican, and then you got Beatside, who's like this tall, like Taiwanese dude, like 6'6", like a guy you never see. So nobody's gonna mess with us. You're
Hey,
safe
I
with
just
us,
got a
Laura.
text message from Jack DeMayo.
Because I'm super robbable. Like I feel like I'm the person that you rob. I'm walking
Oh,
around
why?
like,
Because they know
no.
you have like the hottest
No,
comics
we're
on the
gonna rob
block
you,
because you're with the
Laura.
Bird
Like,
City.
Yes.
Yeah, I could see
Where
that.
are you going
Guys.
in Chicago? We're not gonna
Guy,
let you get.
I tell
just
this
stay
to
with
Laura all
me.
the time. She goes,
Thank
people are
you.
gonna take me, and I tell this to Laura all the time. Laura, what do I tell you if somebody's gonna take you? What happens?
they'll give me back because I talk too much. He
Oh
always
my
says
God,
that.
that's what my mom used to tell
Isn't
me all
that
the
so
time.
mean? He's like, the
Listen,
kidnapper will give you back.
I never realized that with my wife. She'll either like
Oh my
spend too
gosh.
much or not too much. Yeah, definitely. That would be a
That's
case
what
right
my
there.
mom used to
They'll give you
tell
right
me.
back.
That's what my mom used to tell me.
Mama's having like a flashback from this.
Hey,
She's
Laura, I
scarred.
just got a text from Jack DeMayo from Whatnot. Something
Oh, yeah?
about a Whatnot publishing exclusive, something or other.
We should do it. Lucy, do you have anything coming up? Any whatnot shows?
Probably Saturday. I'll do,
Hi,
Saturday,
Mariah.
Monday. Me and Mariah will have a little
Mariah, I
auction.
want to
Hi, Mariah.
babysit.
Yeah,
Come here,
she's like,
she's so
yeah, what's
chill.
up? What's up?
Yeah. Well, Laura and Ann, they're the godparents, so.
Godparents. She belongs to
Yay.
me. You guys should take more plane rides.
But yeah,
Jen caught
Saturday,
that. Jen got it. That was morbid. All right. Last but not least, Mello. We're at about 60 some odd viewers. Please tell everybody where they can find you, where to do everything. Go ahead.
Well,
Plug.
you can find me on them all. I'm on Whatnot with the Beach Gang. I'm on Instagram with the Beach Gang. I'm on YouTube with the Beach Gang, and I'm meeting so many awesome people. I can't wait to see all you guys at C2E2 because we're gonna be going live on Whatnot, and I'm gonna definitely be coming over to you guys. Haley, Sarah, did you say you were going, Jen? Yeah, I'll be streaming from the Clan McDonald's booth, dropping the new Invincible Homelander. We'll be doing a couple cool things like that if you want to check it out. And I'll be jumping around the con to do a couple lives and giveaways like we do. And then you'll catch me at the Whatnot booth. I don't know if we're doing a Heroes House, but chat, you better be ready.
Absolutely need a hero's house in Chicago.
Right?
Saying.
It was crazy. Hey, listen, if there's a Heroes House again, we're definitely gonna have some of the premier ladies there. Okay, we need the women power. I will.
There
agree.
we go. There we
Yeah.
go.
But wait, hey, what happens at Hero's house stays at Hero's house.
Hey,
Oh,
that's
Jesus.
that's the
Oh, God.
rules. That's the rules.
Except for those
As it
videos I put
should.
of Greg Horn going. Those are out for the world.
Greg was funny too. So your Instagram isn't Mellow for Prez, it's something else?
It's Mellow for Prez.
For
On
Instagram.
also-
Okay.
On everything.
All right, very good. Well, that's it for us tonight, guys. Thank you so much for hopping in. Congratulations again to Liger Style. Ladies, fantastic job. Another awesome show in the bag. We will be back on Friday for our Nearing Nirvana flagship show. Jen, that's your present Anthony showing you over there. So make sure we'll get.
That's a hot SDCC exclusive that was slapped on at the Boom booth.
Yep, and you got one because you're a boss, and yeah,
One
we
per
love
day
you.
per customer.
You sent me a
Yep.
cheat sheet, so
I'm gonna be sending this for you, Laura. So I'm glad you got your Woody.
I cannot.
Everybody needs a Woody, okay? If you're
I'm so
especially
excited.
being Bird City, you need a Woody in the pin. So
Oh,
I'll
I'm
get
so
that right
excited.
out. I'm gonna
I'm
get
so
it out
excited.
tomorrow just because I know. Literally, when I got my Woody, I was like, Woody.
Wait, is that your Woody though? I want to take your Woody. If it's a spare, I'll
You
take
could
it. If
say
it's-
you could say I got a couple Woodies.
Okay, then I feel better because otherwise I'm like, I don't want your Woody because then, well, actually, no, I would still take it even if it was your only one.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
somebody say, "Come to
It's a
Baltimore,
Woody.
we
You
gotta
can't
go."
turn it down. They're like what? I think they're limited to 2,000 for every con. So
Oh.
Shit, not if I give it to my uncle Neto on the other side of the border.
It's gonna be Woody with a teardrop on it when
Right?
I want a teardrop.
Yeah, you'll have to get like an artist do like a teardrop. That would actually be pretty cool. I've seen people do a couple of things with the Woodies, so it'd be exciting to see what happens.
A teardrop edition. I love it. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back on Thursday for Long Story Short. Make sure you support the entire panel. Thank you, everyone that participated in the Super Chat giveaway. Anthony, again, thank you for your generosity. And we are out.
Peace.
Bye, guys.